we were also in London last year, January, I think January 12th. We visited him, his wife was there, and my husband was like, oh, why is it that you're a bit unfriendly to her and that she's complained? And then he right there, he was like, oh, why are you always reporting me to your husband? Why don't you tell me directly? And then when we resumed chambers, and the next time I saw him, you know, maybe not allowing my emotions or something, and I pressed like, oh, dear SP, I've tried to present this a number of times. Why don't you allow me? He goes, Natasha, so you now see that no matter how many times you report to your husband, you have to meet with me. This is my space. Talk to me, blah, 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 make me happy and all of that. So I don't want to go into this. But the point is, I have a number of times met with people, even some senators.
Did you regret telling your husband about the sexual harassment when it started?
No, I didn't regret not telling him. The first thing is, a lot of women find it very difficult to speak about sexual harassment. Even women who are raped, many of them don't speak about it. And that's the worst part of it. Because there's a burden of shame that comes with speaking of sexual harassment, especially in this part of the world, whereby it's a taboo for women to speak about any violation of her body or interests. You understand? As a society, we have not developed to a point whereby certain conversations are allowed. And I think probably it doesn't mean I don't trust my husband, but I think I was looking at preserving the friendship between himself and the Senate president. I didn't want
family relationship is totally collapsed right now.
Well, I think as for me, I don't think I would want to maintain any friendship with a person who does not respect boundaries. And I don't think we would have.
They're claiming that there are no evidence, no evidence that you can prove that Akpabio harassed you sexually.
Is this the court?
No, not the court.
Exactly.
So
no. Let's leave that part.
And I've come back to the fact that you're a lawyer.
Yes, let's leave that part. At the right time, I will prevent at the right time and in the right space. I will present the evidence that I have. But let me say this: while I was illegally suspended, I was not given a chance for the matter to be investigated. And then the committee that was set up, which was headed by Senator Neda Maswen, they did not invite me. The first time the invitation was sent out, which was on the 5th, that was the very day I submitted the petition. There was a court order that the committee should not sit for 72 hours, but explain to the court the reason why I should face that committee. They went ahead, had the session, had the meeting, came up with the suspension, and there were also complaints by some senators that their signatures it was the attendance sheet that was used to endorse the report and not the senators themselves, which also amounts to the report being fraudulently conducted, which also again means my suspension is void ab initio as well. So a whole lot of irregularities surround my suspension. And then again, when I asked why was I suspended, they said I was not suspended for the sexual harassment. I was suspended for gross misconduct. And then you ask, what exactly was my gross misconduct? What did I do that amount? They say it's because I violated the Senate rules. But are they not in violation of the Senate rules? The Nigerian Constitution does not allow an elected officer to be suspended. But then the Senate says they are bound by their own Senate rules. The Senate rule says that a senator should be suspended for a maximum of just 14 days. So where did they get the 6 months?
I have just about 60 seconds. I'd like you to answer like 2 questions quickly for me. And the one is about the interparliamentary meetings that you went, and the Senate president was also there. And the fact that you were also removed as the chair of the Senate Committee on local content. These were issues that some people thought things were rosy. You were there with Senate president, but after you were removed as the chair of the local content, that was where you got upset because you were protesting your removal.
Now let me say this: I believe that removing me as one of the senators participating in the IPU and denying me participation in some United Nations activities and many other, not allowing me to speak on the floor of the Senate, participating in debates. I was silenced pretty much for 7 months from July last year.
Even though you were judged as one of the best senators.
Yeah,
and you have a long list
most of my activities were done because I found a way of lobbying around my colleagues, lobbying around ministers and agencies, and I was able to attract this project. I was not given on any gold platter in the chambers. So removing me as a chairperson committee on local content and all of these other things were just, like I said, a lot of malice. It got to a point whereby he didn't want me to thrive. He was frustrating me and trying to break me down. So I will succumb and fall into his whims. But again, let me say this. The reason why I speak about the sexual harassment is because a lot of women do suffer. It's a very common societal vice that many people don't speak about it. And I hope to give you a voice and give courage to many women, not only in schools, but in corporate arena, in political spaces, so that we would have, women in Nigeria will have safe spaces to be able to thrive.
Say you are embarrassing the nation.
I'm not embarrassing the nation. I'm just bringing awareness so that there can be better reforms and women like my daughters will feel safer.
Senator, we're going to go. If there's someone who can resolve this politically out of the court, who would that be?
I haven't thought about that, but if there is,
would you like this to be resolved politically out of the court?
It depends.
This to be settled.
It all depends. Let me tell you, when I spoke up about sexual harassment, I was not seeking financial compensation. I just wanted to put out my story and have the Senate president leave me alone so I could walk. That was all I wanted.
Senator, we are on the top of the hour, totally out of line. I have really got, but thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan.
And I'm going to tell people, stand up to bullies. Find the courage to speak your truth.
Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
That's our show for tonight. And thanks for watching them.
That's a woman right there speaking truth.
Show me. And in the chapel, he told me that, you know, you are my brother. I say yes. He said 5 senators will leave the Senate. He said 5. I said, how did you know? He said, I'm the Senate president. I know 5 senators are leaving. And truth what Akpabio said, 5 of us left. Every senator that was removed from the Senate got their own official vehicles, leaving only Senator Abo alone. So the Darlington got his own. The 2 senators from Plateau, the other senator Ohere, the 4 of us removed by the court. They all got their own. Because I challenged Akpabio, I was the only senator that they refused to give him the car. That is the vindictiveness of somebody called Akpabio.
All right, another serious allegation, Dr. Abati here. But you know, when I was listening to that, all I could think was, Akpabio really likes to take people to his chapel. He's the second person we're hearing say he likes to take people around the house. But seriously, you know, on Tuesday was quite the story when we saw Natasha accusing, you know, the Senate president and Usman Udodo and Yahaya Bello of trying to kill her. And now we're hearing that serious defamation, Dr. Abati.
Okay, number one, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan defied the ban that have been placed on rallies and public gatherings, both by the Kogi state government and also the police. And she said it was Salah season, and that there is nowhere in the Constitution where she has broken any law, and that she was not campaigning, she was just going home for Salah holiday, you know, to meet our people. And I think it's very interesting that the state government has not said she violated any law. After all, the Nigerian Constitution creates room for freedom of association, for freedom of movement, for freedom of thought and belief. The responsibility of the police and the state government was to, you know, provide protection, to make sure that there was no breakdown of law and order. And it's not proven that there was any breakdown of law and order, you know, as a result of that homecoming that she had in Hima, in Ukei local government area, as a daughter of Ibira land. But going beyond that, Kingsley Fanwood, the Commissioner for Information, said that some of the things she said there were provocative and could have led to the breakdown of law and order. Because, in his view, you know, these allegations that there was a collusion, you know, Senator Asuko was mentioned, the governor was mentioned, the White Lion, former governor of Kogi State, was mentioned. Senate President Godswill Akpabio was also mentioned. I think in this their drama, people should just, realize that when you make allegations, you may be called upon to prove them. The law does not allow anybody, you may not have broken any law, but the law does not allow anybody, no matter how they place, to start accusing people of intent to commit murder, intent to kill, intent to cause violence. And the details, she said she was privy to, those persons who have been maligned publicly could take her to account and ask her to come and prove where there was any discussion at all that they were planning to assassinate her. Those are very grave allegations. And I think maturity will require that people, should be careful what they say about other people, no matter what the politics. And that's for Senator Akpoti. As for Senator Elisha Abo, once a senator, you are a senator for life. He represented Adamawa North. Now, it sounds like sour grapes. It sounds like, vengeance, right? I think that's the right word. It sounds like personal animus by, seizing this opportunity of the conflict between Senator Akpoti and Senator Akpabio for him to go public, to also begin to abuse Senator Akpabio, accusing him of vindictiveness, accusing him of being like an emperor in the National Assembly. That's the way it came up. And then there are other details in what he said. He said his last month's salary was not paid. I thought it was removed by the court. So it was as a result of a legal process that he lost his case in court. If the court had already, removed him from the Senate, why should he expect to be paid? He said another thing, that senators of the Federal Republic are usually paid before the 19th, in line with federal government rules. So the federal government of Nigeria pays senators salaries before the 19th, when most of the people in the civil service and public service of Nigeria, some of them do not receive salaries for months. Yes. There are government agencies in this country where you cannot get salary even at the end of the month. So they seem to be very privileged persons. So those other people working for the federal government, going to work every day, this is what they say. When they say that our senators are overpampered and overpaid.
Good point.
In addition to allowances, the third point he made was about cars being allowed to be taken away. Why should they go away with their cars? That, again, is a serious allegation. Did they pay for those vehicles that were given to them? And he says he was not the only one. He was the only one that was not given the car. So this, again, is a revelation of the kind of behavior that we find at the highest levels. People will go away when they leave office with furniture, with vehicles. One more point.
Yes.
When he said, Senator Akpabio said 5 senators will be removed from the National Assembly. Senator Akpabio is not the one that elects senators. He's first among equals as Senate President. So Elisha Abu will have to prove how the Senate President can just say, oh, you have been removed from the Senate. Right. That's a bit, a flight of fancy kind of allegation. Right. If you are taken to court and you lose, in election petition matters, that's not Akpabio.
Well said.
If your people don't vote for you and you don't come back, that's not Akpabio. If the president says, okay, 2 senators have been appointed ministers by the president of Nigeria, is it Akpabio that went to tell President Tinubu to remove those 2? So some of those allegations don't quite add up together.
Those are good questions. Well said, Dr. Abati. But Rufai, Senator Natasha Akpoti's homecoming was quite the sight. When I saw those videos circulating online, I was in awe because, we've been talking about the recall process and the amount of people that had, tried to remove or recall Natasha. But then we saw a mammoth crowd welcoming her. I'd like to read Aisha Yusufu's tweet before I come to you so that we can, discuss it all. Well, Aisha Yusufu wrote, I woke up this morning and I am more encouraged than ever. I have been talking about how the legislative arm of government is the bedrock of democracy. And Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan has shown me what having 300 Natashas at the National Assembly can look like. Let's do this, people. I mean, one voice. Again, she was one of the women that we honored, Women Making Impact in Nigeria. Arise News honored her. And her speech was quite moving. She said that she wasn't sure she was going to come up stage or she was going to come for the award because of all the media trial, but she got the loudest applause. And for her, it was a testament that, her movement, her allegations felt valid, Rufai.
So a couple of things. Again, I want to put a caveat first. We have not seen the evidence. I can't say Akpabio is wrong. I can't say Senator Natasha is wrong. Senator Akpabio is wrong. Senator Natasha is wrong until we get an investigation into what has happened. I think I should put that first. And we can't take sides. We are never taking sides. We have never taken sides. But a couple of things as regards to what happened in Kogi. I have a couple of questions for the Kogi government. In Kingsley Fawo's letter, he said because there were skirmishes as regards fishermen and 1 or 2 people died. And that's why they blocked every part and blocked major roads into Kogi. So since when we've been having terrorist attack and jailbreaks, why didn't the Kogi government block all the roads?
Those are the questions.
There was a jailbreak, and there have been many incidents of terrorist attack in Kogi. At a point, it was a hotbed. Why didn't they block all the axes to be able to prevent people from coming in? Because that allusion, for me, to those 2 incidents in those local governments was not strong enough. They blocked everywhere to the extent that Senator Akpoti had to come in with a helicopter. She got in there. The same events that they said was going to not be peaceful turned out to be peaceful. And when Kingsley Fawo was interviewed, he said she made some statements. A couple of things, and I'll go back to those statements. Yes, the principle is he who alleges must prove.
Must prove, yeah.
But for her to make those statements in the first place speaks volumes of our system. The question is, who has investigated those statements she has made? Who has investigated if there was a need or if there was a meeting of some sort like she claimed in the first place? And she too must be ready to make, appropriate submission. But I must repeat, if anything happens to Natasha, we will speak loudly because nothing must happen to her. She's a citizen, she has every right. And when you look at it, there's always an element of bad faith. How did somebody making an allegation against the Senate president lead to a recall in the first place if there was not a level of connivance?
No, what's the correlation?
So there's no correlation.
No correlation
so for those that want logic, I've given them logic. Yeah. All we'll have thought is that they investigated that in the House, but all of a sudden it has led to a recall, and we are hearing fictitious signatures everywhere. Thirdly, I don't agree with Senator Elisha Abo on everything, the sex toy thing and everything.
He said it was a candy shop.
Candy shop. But with due respect, it is in the time of malice that things will come up. And I don't see anything wrong with Elisha Abo because this is going on with Senator Natasha Akpoti and Senator Akpabio now, speaking up about his own incident. It is when things happen. What we should investigate is that are all the things Elisha Abo saying, are they wrong?
Well, must investigate.
So he too must be able to provide evidence for all this. I don't see anything in being vindictive. If you human beings everywhere do it, they see something happening to somebody and they make their point known about it. The question is, all these allegations, is it wrong? And we should be able to investigate. How will somebody know who will be pulled out and not be pulled out?
Right.
It speaks volumes about our processes and systems in this country.
A lot of points.
All we just want is fairness across board. And please, I must also reiterate, nothing must happen to Natasha Akpoti.
All right.
Please. The authority said she has written a petition to the IG. The IG can also call out to investigate to provide evidence, but nothing, I repeat, must happen to Natasha Akpoti in this country.
Well said. We'll follow up on the story. We'll take another story now. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 2-week working visit to Paris has been met with a flurry of reactions online. Well, according to Bayo Ononuga, the president's special advisor on media and publicity, the purpose of the president's visit is to conduct a midterm appraisal of his administration, review key achievements, and plan future reforms. This visit marks Tinubu's 7th trip to Paris since taking office in 2023, while the visit is officially described as work focus. Some Nigerians have expressed skepticism, questioning the frequency and necessity of such trips, especially in light of Nigeria's ongoing economic challenges, while others support the president's international engagements, viewing them as necessary for governance and diplomacy. Let me read part of Bayo Ononuga's statement. He put out yesterday's State House press statement. During the visit, the president will appraise his administration's midterm performance and assess key milestones. He will also use the retreat to review the progress of ongoing reforms and engage in strategic planning ahead of his administration's second anniversary. This period of reflection will inform plans to deepen ongoing reforms and accelerate national development priorities in the coming year. While away, President Tinubu will remain fully engaged with his team and continue to oversee governance activities. He'll return to Nigeria in about a fortnight, very soon, in about a fortnight. Let me take a reaction before I come to you, Vimbai. This person wrote, when will the French president also visit Nigeria on working visit? Working visit indeed. What has been the benefit of all these working visits to Nigeria and Nigerians? Asking Nigerians to tighten their belt, but on the other hand, traveling every 3 months and exporting dollars instead of produce. What is the exchange rate today? Or is he going to spend naira in France? A good leader leads by example, and wasting money for travels, parking slot and demurrage costs for the jet etc. is not one of the quality of a leader who cares for the citizens. You all claimed he has reformed the country. What is he always going to do in France? And how long will it take to build or make available here in Nigeria? May God save Nigeria. That was such a cheeky tweet. But you know, that's the opposition speaking there, and that is the question out there for many Nigerians who are really facing the economic hardship. They see the president going on these trips, and yet they're saying that the president has conducted a lot of reforms. But on the other side, people are applauding his foreign trips. Vimbai.
Oji, earlier before you came on, Aaron was broadcasting from Uyo, and we spoke about the beauty of Uyo and Akwa Ibom. Fantastic places where the president can go and get...
I appreciate every one of you. I'm just going to stop that right there so we can start talking. You can watch more on Rise in case you want to follow up on that particular video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you once again. Today is Thursday, 3rd April 2025. Senator Natasha, the good news about everything now, we just posted a video on Naija Watch in case you want to watch it later on, is that INEC have finally rejected the satanic recall of Senator Natasha. So it's done and dusted. As you can see right there already on the screen, I'd like to quickly take you through that. But the video, I just did a video I posted on that particular one already. As you can see, the updated INEC reject petition to recall Senator Natasha declares it inadequate. Yes, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has rejected the petition to recall the senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, has not met the requirement. In a short statement on Thursday, the Electoral Commission said the petition to recall Senator Natasha did not meet constitutional requirements. Unquote, the petition for the recall of the senator representing the Kogi Central Senatorial District has not met the requirement of Section 69A of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, INEC wrote on its X handle. So it has been rejected, and a note has been posted on the official Instagram and other official platforms, social media platforms. So the only thing I can quickly say on this is to let you know that in most cases, we don't know that our talking helps a lot. When you expose these people so much, it will be difficult for them to do what they want to do. And this is one thing that they failed to understand in Edo State. When you choose to work with satanic people and you are expecting victory, it's difficult for your voice to go far. That's how it works. You don't look down on the platform like Naija Watch. It's just the truth. You don't do that. at the end of the day, I guess you guys are hearing me though. Are you hearing me? Anybody hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Loud and clear, bro.
Okay, thank you. You know, when you choose to work with Satanism, that's what you get. For example, in those states. In the governorship election, I deliberately choose not to publicly support anybody. I just wanted them to do it on their own. Although we didn't support APC, but they emerged because the power of the incumbency. You know that. But one thing you must understand, remember the same incumbency tries everything possible to remove Obaseki during the time of Obaseki's tenure. Oshomole, to be precise, was the national chairman of the APC at that time. In fact, Oshomole single-handedly denied Obaseki ticket to run in second term. Nigeria Watch played in fact, Nigeria Watch platform was the one that played the #1 and the major role to make sure that Oshomole was put to shame and bringing Obaseki back to power. Yes, I cannot say because say what people go talk like I cannot talk. Yes, I did. So I was bringing all of them to this platform to interviewing all of them. The deputy governor, Senator Uzamere, you know, Obaseki brother was his name. You know, Dr. Pedro, and many others, commissioner, all of them were coming here. We're asking them questions continuously. But when people don't know your value, I've said it before, don't force your value on anybody on this earth. Cut them off. Let them do it their way. Aswan was coming to power. The first thing Aswan displayed was desperation. He appeared on a satanic platform on his own. He called into the show of that satanic platform. Then, behind the closed door, he begged this satanic dwarf. And the dwarf was transported all the way from Dallas to Benin. They're not camping in one room in one hotel in Benin there. They gave him a jeep to be driving around Benin. Tell me the impact that satanic person played in the role of Aswa Ighodaro. Not knowing that, Aswa Ighodaro also did something. After I brought him here for interview, which I will not reveal now, I will wait for a deal. I not say, you get the way the spirit, they enter our body, or they reveal something. Anything we reveal, the reason why you see that nobody can hold me accountable for anything. Because I speak truth to power. Anything I talk about is straight. You can't hold me for anything. Because when I'm talking, I'm listening to myself at the same time. Yes. After Aswa Ighodaro came to my platform, Aswa Ighodaro did something to me which I will review when the time, like I talk, and when the day where spirit go enter me, I'll come on air. I will also review that. Maybe for now, I will just bypass it. But my message this evening is that when somebody say to you, they tell you you are a nobody, prove to them you are somebody, one way or the other. Now, some of the APC people, all of them are APDP rather, reaching out to me and now saying, oh, Nigeria Watch, you are part of this whole problem. If you want Edo to be better, you'd have just speak without anything, even though the candidate or any of them did not recognize, just do it for the people. What did they worry on herself? What did they worry on her? When I don't get voice, if you don't get platform, can't you open a platform and start speaking? You think it's easy for me to run this platform every day? My mama called me just now, 5 minutes to 7, telling me that where I guess I'm still stuck in traffic. Apart from my mother, my brother also called me, Israel Asemota. I will say it here. He called me as well. I said, my brother, I did work. I'm rushing to quickly come and cover this Senator Natasha this thing. This evening, so. Nothing say it is something that I happy doing. If you know that I'm not doing it the way you want me to do it yourself. I told you guys before that now where my sense reach, now there the work reach. If you know I'm not talking, when you continue from where I stop. If the work easy, why not open platform on the top? Anybody don't come here. Because some of you reached out to me since yesterday. Now you cause this thing, you get platform, you don't use that here. Agbonhile, you say Nigeria, you are biased. You are unable to, what? I'm biased how? You need to explain. I'll give you time. Please, nobody should remove the comment. Nobody should block him. But you need to tell me how I'm biased. Because this is what I've been getting since yesterday. This is where the rulers were out. Agbonrile, I'm giving you the next 5 minutes, sir. With all due respect. You cannot just say somebody is biased. Tell me the area where I'm biased. Then I will explain to you if I'm really biased or I'm not. Remember, sometimes people can choose to be biased deliberately. But you need to explain. I'm waiting for your next thing. If I wait for 5 minutes, you did not, I'll block you. I respect you a lot, but just explain so that we carry it from there. But my message today is to those of you who reached out to me since yesterday. Now you cause this thing, you get platform, and your platform big pass for those things. You don't be using and make we get better government. How? A satanic Obaseki for the whole time I supported him. I was displeased supporting him. Let's say it how it is. If I reveal something for you, now go run. And you should ask them all if they have ever bought me a bottle of water before. I support people here. I saw some of them accused me that time, say, oh, Peter Obi must have paid this guy. The way he's supporting him, he must have paid this guy. And I think saying that everybody be like Una, we go expect, we go prize with Una first. Before they will be doing what they are doing. By God's grace, it is too late to fail. By God's grace, it is too late to fail. But it doesn't mean somebody support me financially, I will not take it. Why not? As long as you don't apply conditions to it. Somebody have already super chatted me today. Look, I got super chat from my brother Olumide Akiwumi there. I got super chat from Oseni Giome there. Look at it. There's no condition. So why not? Many of you super chat me here every day. Many of you support me behind the closed door. What are we talking about? What doing well. So I beg, make una your carry on face go one side. When I go to blame on PDP and on people for that side. Many I'm still waiting for your response, sir. I said it before. If you don't respond in the next 2 minutes, 3 minutes is out of it, I'm going to block you. That's certain. I don't want anybody to malign me publicly without no proof. If you said I'm biased, you have right and you are entitled to your expression and opinionism. That's fine. But you must tell me the area and how I'm biased. And you satanic lords who reached out since yesterday, some of you were rude and all that. I use your platform. When I build this platform, where you did? When I go school, I go university, study film and media. Where you did you pay my school fees? Are you aware that for me to graduate in university in the UK, I pay more than 70,000 pounds? You think it's cheap? My content is serve ungrateful element like you people. If you appreciate me, I will use my time for you. If you don't appreciate me, what for? My parents went left and right to pay for my school fees and all that, and my hard work. You just say I would dare they promote ungrateful, satanic elements, both you and your supporters. We don't do that. If you demonstrate biasness, or rather, desperation, I will let you do it yourself. I told Aswen personally and his people, say the path where you pass, direct pass, so will hinder us to work for you. But nevertheless, we will see how it goes. You will be invited to my platform. I don't have any problem with that. I invited him here anonymously. I never wanted nobody to know that I have affiliation with Aswen or later Nene or his son, you know, and Ose or whatever. But it was Aswen by himself that exposed me here by saying that, oh, Mr. Elvis, I want to expose you the way you expose me. Your father is my leader. Your father is my... Of course, I know my father is your leader. But at the end of the day, because of all this wayo, we fool everyone. I want to allow APC to continue. So let's take it the way it is. Whatever that's going to happen the next 4 years or 8 years, I'm going to take them like that. I don't live in Benin. And if you know, I did not open up this time to support a party and you want to blame me, before you blame me, you need to come out and tell me what you have done in Edo State for the betterment of the state. And I will say it categorically that amongst the youth, if I'm not the first, I'm top 3 that stood firm to see Edo become a better place. Yes, and I put my life out there. Many of you know what I'm talking about. I shake the House of Assembly in Edo State, from the speaker to the lowest persons in the House of Assembly. Protests back to back. I rescued people. A lot of people that their house were confiscated, their land was stolen. I restored it from people without not taking a penny from anybody. So before you come here or call me behind closed door to insult me, you first tell me what you don't do for Edo State. And I have the right to retrain, to refrain, or to reverse. I don't want to do it anymore. That I first do, I know they do again. Please. Why be safe person do something before now say thank you? The day we go say I don't want to do now, automatically everybody forget everything the way the person does do. Is that how we want to move the country forward? Why are you guys blaming me? I be INEC chairman. Have a go. Now me take this decision for court yesterday. Now yes, I did Abuja yesterday. Eh?
Maybe the NTC now you be secretary of INEC. Akowi.
Okay, Agborile, you've replied. Thank you, because I would have blocked you, but you've been with me for a while. I don't like blocking my people, but we can talk. You said you are calling Aswe out, someone that speaks in every platform, telling the people that his plans. Okpebolo has been mute, and you always cover for his incompetence. You see, you now, you are biased. I still block you now for this, your biasness. Because the best way to call Okpebolo out more on social media than me. I call Okpebolo satanic and many other things that he refused to go to any platform. Even just yesterday, yeah. No, not yesterday. This morning. So check the PDP chairman and the representative of APC that came to Arise. I talk on it. I posted the video. I went on that the INEC chair, INEC governor or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You don't please, next time, you have to speak truth. Don't just talk. Because everybody, the way they read this one, no say you are lying. 100%. Aswe went to all platforms telling people what they want to do. Yes, of course, he came here. And I was very happy with his submission. But what me and Aswe encountered after the platform and all that, do you know? Do you want me to come here to talk to you? How many times me and Obaseki have argument on a call, on conversation privately? Do you know? You want me to come here to talk to you before you know who I am? Come on. I don't need to come here. I talk in riddles, and I leave you to digest it yourself. When you flex muscle for me, I'll flex muscle for you. I'll tell you, say, you know, they feed me. That's riddles. Digest it yourself. No. They feed you now. They know they feed me. I don't support anybody. My wish to see Olumude emerge as the governor of Edo State. Olumude called me, say I did Lagos. Make we see. I refused. I don't be person where position we all laugh. I know the wrong. Oh, thank God. Go say, I know. You need to know me. You need to know me. Not be brag. It's fact. The realism of a statement. How many Edo youth you or Nigerian youth politician, billionaires want call? You go say no, he busy. Eh? How? How? So look what you are talking about, calling Aswe out. I'm calling him out because he started his desperation with satanism by embracing with satanic platform that doesn't have a voice anywhere. What do they know? Come on air to insult people, call Obaseki, Agege and all that. You overlooked this thing and you went to that platform. Then you want me to support you. How? Please, with all due respect, Agboile Vincent, you be with me for a while. Today you disagree with me, which I don't have any issue, but you cannot disagree with me with lies. Please, in case of next time. Because everybody know me here. In fact, my life is not public. My life is public. I was discussing with some of my relatives the other day, just a couple of days ago. We were just talking. He said, my brother, you know, if you do anything again now forever in the rest of your life, that is wrong. I said, why you talk that? He said, because how you got to put yourself in this space public space. I say, I know. Do you know that today, a lady, please, if you are listening to me, comment, because you tell me, say, you don't tell me they follow Mrs. Peter Obi. A lady met me today in the supermarket. She said, is that words, unquote. She said, is that Mr. Elvis? Then I turned, I said, yes. He said, oh, Mr. Naija was. Then she was turning her phone on to take picture with me. Then everybody on the queue are now looking at me like, be this one again. An important person, be this a new EP. Then and I said, how long have you been following me? She mentioned her name, but I don't forget. I don't know if she's watching us tonight. She mentioned her name. Then she told me that she had been following me since during the time of Peter Obi, back to back. I told her whenever you join the platform again, please comment. We build our name to the extent that if you give me Coke, wait, sour, I don't go drink. If they want to drag you, may they drag you alone. I will never be part of it. God forbid we will not find ourselves in any kind of tight corner. I will come here, talk to my people. If I call Mr. Jonathan, if I call Black Panther, if I call Abdul Malik, Madarita, my people right there on the comment section, see what I defeat, they will listen to me. But God will not put us for that position. Say me, I can't sit down for one table, me and you go to share satanic money. You can't say, Mr. Elvis, now 20 million rich your hand. Make sure say you do it like this or deceive your people. Say, then I can't come here. I can't say, actually, Natasha be like person where they lie. Because the way they look at Akpabio, I'm not sure say Akpabio will feel sexually molest people. Then you come ask me, say, you don't do video say, Akpabio is satanic. I say, say that time why they talk him, not be say, I not check the matter where Akpabio looks too innocent. He cannot do anything wrong. No, say that's what these people they do. They go lie to us face to face for our rights for China. They go come back to the same platform to tell you, say, no, not be so I take talk him. See what I been one talk. I can never be part of that. I can never be part of that. So please, my people, let's stand for what is right. You see that same money all of us they pursue today. One day you go die, leave them. But your name where you leave behind matters a lot. Some people they tell say, no matter, if person don't die, don't go. Now lie. People will always reference to you, which will affect the people you left behind, your children, your relatives, anybody affiliated with you. We are not perfect. Don't get me wrong. We are not perfect. Or that woman see me for supermarket today. Maybe I ought to do one thing or get the situation where she see me. With that kind of person, still believe in me forever. Or talk like she want to take picture with me. Come on, guys. Good name is better than riches. No matter whether you die, you not die. You still day life, you not day life. Maintain that good name. But some of you are embracing Satanism and say, I beg you forget, make I enjoy myself now. But wait till happen after I don't die, not consign me. That is the reason why you see majority are supporting Satanism. I'll just leave it here. But I would like to tell everybody, thank you very much, Mr. Agmogile, for your understanding. I don't mind anybody disagreeing with me. It's okay. But I want you guys to understand, please, always counter me with truth. If I talk, I'll tell you, say I talk. Will I say somebody come to this panel the other day, say, see what I talk? Or person, whether in a comment section, I don't even know, and we block the person. I have to go re-record what I talk come here. And he say I measure only Igbo people, I not measure another tribe. But I play the video here. So come on. I listen to myself when I'm talking. In the process, we can still make mistakes. If you draw my attention to it, I'll replay back my video. If I know saying I make mistakes, I'll come here to apologize. I'm very quick to apologize. I don't have ego, pride when it comes to apologizing to your wrong. Because now waiting set a lot of people backward. Now be that to apologize for your wrong, your pride not going to let you do it. No, I'm not part of it. Finally, yesterday, what happened? Wanna not drag me into it again. I beg. When I build this platform, I don't know where on a day. So I know say some of you call me say I dey feel pompous. I don't big now. Now you make me big.
Naija watch.
Yes, sir.
Why they go drag you? Now you be the chief judge. He don't lose. Make it go Supreme Court now. Make it go Supreme Court. Go appeal court. Everything.
Everybody is attacking me.
Who send a message? Now you paying bill. Who send a message? May go become governor. Who send them?
The supporters are going through 7 stages of grief. They're looking for somebody to point. But we can assure them. We are ready for them. We're ready for honor.
No, the truth
I don't know who send them.
If you now know I was this important, how many of you now don't come in one day say, Niger Wash, I want to pay for 1 month your petrol for waiting they own your generator for you.
No mind them. They will always put conditions. They will put conditions.
Una know say important. I decided to withhold my voice in a those days for the first time. All of them they shake left and right. If you don't do rest, and so I talk for those days where they fight land grab before now. Talk if you don't do make rest.
Then say Moku look at the person, Moku forget the party. Now they don't do so. Mugu Daya. All of them.
I rest now. So 2027, I saw I'll still do some of the way they talk. Say, if you don't want to attack, don't worry. I go there, yeah, not go worry. We say the Jika call now. Go.
Niger Wash, leave them. Then be state Mugu. When they call state Mugu, then we go make them recover from that state Muguism.
You must appreciate my effort for me to work hard for you. Have it in mind. If you don't appreciate me, you will do it yourself. Simple as ABCD. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for joining us today. I repeated before, today is Thursday, 3rd April 2025. Please, let's talk of what is affecting us. That's all I have for you guys today. In case you want to call in, I will take calls right now. I can see a lot of people calling in already. Mr. Larry, thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please, I'd like you to talk to us. Thank you, Mr. Larry. Thank you, sir. Go ahead. Talk to us. Thank you, sir. Mr. Larry? Oh, is it my line that is breaking or your line?
I can hear you.
The line is breaking. I don't know. I always say my line when I talk, since my line not break, my people. I really want to hear my brother, Mr. Larry, talk.
Your line, they okay.
And so, Mr. Larry, what did they happen now?
Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, sir. Talk to us.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for everything that you do. And I choose my words very, very carefully when I've said in the legend. And I stand by those.
You said what? You break there, sir. You said what?
In case you didn't hear me, I said you're a living legend.
Oh, thank you.
And I stand by my words. Thank you very much. And everybody who's on the panel who has contributed over the years, thank you for all your efforts. Mr. Elvis is somebody that I've listened to for the past 2.5 years. And I can say that in those 2.5 years, I've listened to you every day, Mr. Elvis. There hasn't been, I'm always in the background, maybe because I'm busy with things that I'm doing, but I'm always in the background listening. And you are somebody that your respect, everybody is born with respect. And you have not said or done anything in all these 2.5 years that I've been listening to you to give me any reason to lose respect for you.
Thank you,
so
sir.
People should understand the caliber of the person that has dedicated his time, dedicated his life, dedicated time that he could spend with his family to bring this to our attention and let us collectively come together to speak regarding the issues in our society. So, irrespective of what anybody says, just know that the people who appreciate your effort and your team as well, because it's a joint effort, but you are at the forefront of it. We appreciate you, Mr. Elvis. I can't say that enough. I'll yield the time back to you, and I'll
Thank you.
Others who want to call you.
Thank you, sir.
As well. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Mr. Larry. God bless you, sir. I'm grateful. Thank you. All right, guys. I can see more of you trying to call in right there. Just continue now because I don't want to return any call right now. Just call quickly, because if not, I want to move straight to the panel. Heritage of God, you were calling in. Well, okay, let me return the call quickly. I think that is this heritage of God. So not the Prince Collins be this. Oga Prince Collins, now you be this heritage of God.
Now he hide himself every time. Maybe it will be SSS.
Oga Prince Collins. No, you they do pastor for one corner where you not tell us.
We are heritage
Okay. Okay. Talk to us. Good evening to you. Thank you.
I really appreciate everything. I appreciate what you have been doing. You see, one thing I want to quickly, tell you that you shouldn't be okay. My panelist, I greet you one and all vessel. Say I forget you now, and I'll come in later. And people in the comment section, mommy, the husband, a big mommy will greet you. So, Mr. Avis, when you were saying that somebody called you and accused you and all that, you suppose not saying that right now. You don't be shy now. You don't be shy in the sense that when somebody, hold on, I'm on call now. So when you suppose not say nothing, you don't be shy, because when you are being called by the people to intervene in order to survey the situation, you should know that you are gaining recognition as regards whatever you are doing. So you don't need to be too. You don't need to take that too personal, because it is what you are doing is making people to open you. If we have 15 of you in the South, I think there will be a great development as regards the social media intervention when it comes to governance. So
thank you.
I really do, and that's why people are hoping on you. So we are behind you. We pray that you should be able to do what they are thinking you should do, and you do it correctly, because you have never compromised. So that is what is the most important thing. So I will just comment briefly on the issue of a senator that said Akpabio, took him to his chaplet and told him that 5 senators will be going. You see, those kind of things are the kind of issues that we have in Nigeria. When the judiciary is not independent, when judiciary is being controlled by the executive and prominent corrupt politicians, that is what happened in the nation. Before they take decision, it is the executive or the legislature or whoever that is big large enough to influence them, that will tell them what to do. So that will tell you that our judiciary is not independent. For him to tell that man, those that are going, they've already told the judiciary what to do. That is the issue of intervention that we need to do in Nigeria for this judiciary to be independent. And until that is done, we can never have true judgment. People can never get justice in that country, because they have been compromised seriously by politicians or scrupulous elements that are in the society against the people. So you can never get justice in Nigeria without the influence of politicians that are close to the judiciary to influence, and that is what is happening in Nigeria right now.
Thank you.
We have become the lord of the judiciary, controlling this here and there, manipulating every state.
Thank you
Very much. I will try and
come to the panel. Come to the panel. Thank you, sir. All right, bye. Thank you, sir. All right. Let me see. I think somebody else called in. Okay. Samuel. Okay. Mr. Samuel, thanks for calling in, sir. Good evening to you. It's been a while, Mr. Samuel. Where have you been? Thank you. You don't leave us for street. I know. Thank you, sir.
They look there for Nigeria. They say APC they cry. Pepe don't enter their eye. Pepe, because they say your parents they are PDP something. That is why the Pepe PDP people say help there. Now you want to save them. I need pity for them. I got to let you know. See, because they find lawyer, I do. The PDP need lawyer. I can't contribute. I can't contribute because
I beg.
They open eyes. They open eyes. The way people the camp for PDP they go APC. They never judge something. They not tell them say this and that. Say they don't see the judgment already. They never know. Me I look their since. They see people the camp for PDP to APC. They don't know say no level.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, sir. Mr. Samuel. God bless you, sir. All right. No, I agree with you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let me hear from my panelists, to be honest. I appreciate you all. Callers, I might probably come back to you guys again later. I like my callers to call in the same time. The breaking sometimes affect the panelists. But if callers are just calling in the same time, even though I take 20 calls, I don't mind. But say maybe later, you call the call later, maybe everywhere all the hot for the panel, you can't be asked again. To stop people from talking and picking calls again is not always easy. Some people, they look from this and say this job is easy like that. It's not easy, oh God. It's not easy. But still, you never understand. Let me call on the first person. The first person is Black Panther today. Black Panther, you're the first person here. But before I will come to you, Black Panther, let me appreciate people who super chatted me. Olumide, okay with me, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Me, thank you very much, ma. Bella Naomi, thank you very much, ma. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Julius, Anthony, Agbongile. I'm very, very grateful, guys, for the super chat. Guys, you guys have liked already. Thank you so much. You know, see, never press on the like. You can do that right now, please. Those of you that have shared, thank you so much. You know, see, never share. You can still do that now. Support us anyhow you know you can support us. Always encourage us one way or the other. Your contribution, your comment, your sharing, your liking, your financial support. Anyhow, you know that it's comfortable for you to support us. You know within you are supporting us. You are not part of the satanic people listening to us every day, patiently waiting for themselves to fail. Thank you very much. Black Panther, you have the floor, sir. 8 minutes.
Thank you, Nigeria Wash. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, very clear.
I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my mommy in the house. Oga Jonathan.
I greet you.
Today, yeah.
I did, yeah. Before
Natasha don't come in now. You don't enter.
Yeah. Before you proceed today, I want you to clarify before maybe something that we'll have to talk about here and clarify whether it is the party or the individual or both, or what you said that people should look at the party, not the individual. I won't hear you clearly. I heard it yesterday, and I heard you again a few minutes ago. You reiterated it again. I want to hear you because I have. If it is the position that it is the party, not the person, there's a serious problem. But maybe you can. Maybe that's not what you really meant. You want to clarify.
Okay. I will come in a two-way.
I know what you are doing.
You know, now me I understand that. Oga Jonathan a very intelligent man. Me I understand what they talk. I go confuse them too today. Instead go they confused. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all the speakers, Madam Rita. I want to thank you and every other speaker that are here presently. I want to thank Mom in the diaspora. May God bless you and keep you for us with wisdom and understanding. May God fill you very well to your full satisfaction so that you will have overflow to dish out to others. May God bless you, man. I want to thank the people listening to us. All of us are in this together and we'll push it. We unplug, we'll remove that plug until we remove that plug before we get it right. Without us, but there is a condition. If we don't come together, that plug cannot be removed. That is the condition. But if we come together, when we pull that plug, it's settled. I want to thank you all because we are coming together gradually. It's going to be a long process, but we're going to get there. I want to say one thing here. Maybe Madam Rita go fire me small. Madam Rita, they don't show your Natasha very well to do. Madam Rita say I must come. See Natasha the fire. We are with you anytime, any day. See that woman, Natasha. She's an embodiment of strength, an embodiment of wisdom and intelligence. Not only that, she's fearless. She's committed, and she had made a decision in her heart. If I go that way of no return, so shall it be. But unto this course, I must forge ahead and do what I need to be done so that history will not speak wrong about me. That I have contributed my own portion that God has given unto me for the emancipation of the people of Nigeria. But I will start from my constituency. I will make them feel the impact of their vote and their confidence they've given unto me. I will make them feel the impact so that when I speak, They will know the reason, because I have come, not because I am a lawyer, but because I have compassion, and I am convinced that when that compassion come out, and when that zeal come out to do the needful, to the people, then the people will see it themselves and they will judge by the works of my hands. That is the woman that I see in Natasha. She's already convinced. You cannot tell her anything again. That's a woman, a face, a model of conviction that you cannot change. Nothing can change that woman. Because what she's doing, I want people to be very careful and watch her statement and watch the body movement. The body movement she showed today was a body movement of fact. And she crowned it all with a beautiful smile. Those of you that are asking for, oh, let her give us fact. You heard the statement of Arise, the anchor man, the main man. He said nothing should happen to that woman. Nothing. Because he has seen that person, that woman, she has seen that inner heart. Nothing should happen to her. Because everybody now knows, everybody should have known now. Because when we are telling you guys, this woman is not talking for talking's sake. Look at the woman. Look at her record. Look at her position. She's not coming from the position of you want to, oh, it's Nigerian system, so therefore I will just hide myself so that they will not come. No! It takes one man to pull the people of Israel out of the hands of Ramsey of Egypt. And it will take one man. What I mean by man, it can be woman or a man. It will take one man to pull out that thing that we needed and galvanize the entire nation to pull that plug out of that place they put it. And we are going to do the yes, we can. The audacity of hope that is in us, among us, is our strength. Not hoping in this democracy, but hoping in our strength that we can take that plug out. That is the strength I was talking about yesterday. And now, I want to say something here. For those of you talking against Niger Wash, you have not cried enough. You have just started crying. And for those of you that says, oh, Babangida said that day, he said that the election that was done was a very good election. Even Babangida himself said it. After you have collected money, isn't it? After you have collected money to support satanic PDP, you now come and start crying, oh, destiny will not speak well. With destiny, talk about your own. Talk about your own. Talk about how you stood for a party of that have ruined the economy to what it is today. Oh, now you are judging from the two evil. You are judging now from two evil. Oh, let us manage PDP and throw APC. That is a wrong judgment from you. An intelligent man and a dumb man that will stand gidigam for ground does not judge like that. If our forefathers have judged, they wouldn't have stand their ground and become warriors. They stood their ground and their judgment was firm. You cannot take our land. We would rather fight to the last blood of our body. For our children to know that yes, we are not chicken-hearted, but we are strong and we are spoken, we are warriors. A warrior does not talk like that man that talked yesterday, that was trying to tell us indirectly, let us choose within the evil people that you have. Now it comes to it. You can't, Niger Watch have done, Niger Watch is just a man. Niger Watch is convinced. But are you convinced? Have you played your role? That will tell the world that you are convinced. Niger Watch is already convinced and is fighting to the latter. But are you fighting for the latter? Or have you subjected yourself to the satanic money they give because you want to survive? You must sell your brothers and sisters for your own survival. Oh, I wouldn't blame you. During the slave trade, that is what happened. Our brothers were selling brothers. And now you are part of that person. We have not seen your model. You can sell your brothers for a piecemeal and have your own survivor. But we say no. Nigerians said no. Everyone of us said no. It's we all go down or we survive. That is the slogan. We must go. Because when we go in bush, no man can break us. Because we are what? We are convinced. Beyond reasonable doubt. Now I want to say, for those of you that are saying, vote that party. No, vote the person, leave the party. Let me tell you, party is a platform. As long as we don't have independent voting, party is a platform. And party, we can change whatever thing you have on that paper that you want to do for the people. And when they say it, because Nigerian political system is like a dynasty, it's like an emperor. An emperor will just take the long stick and hammer on you, and you will concur to it. That is how our democracy is built. Like the imperialists. That is how it's built. That is why you must look into the party very well. Very, very well. And after doing that, because that is the foundation, and after doing that, you must look at the person. Does this person love? Love is the watchword. Does this person have compassion for his people? Does he have a conviction? Not the educational qualification is just a it's more or less a small thing. Not that you don't look at it. It's just a foundation. But the basic thing, do you have the commitment to fight to the end for the people? Your love, your compassion, your humane, your love for humanity. Do you have it? Not to come and tell you he has a degree in economics, like one of our panelists saying he has a degree in economics, he has this, he has that. Most people that blow their trumpet that they have degree, they are the one that have failed. Go and check history. They are the one that have failed. But the man that is convinced that Africa must survive, my country must survive, my country must cut off the imperialism that is coming from somewhere, he must cut that train off. Then you will know that that person is convinced to make sure, 10 seconds, sir, to make sure that his people is liberated. So my people, don't say vote for the person because the party control you, because the party has his ideal. Whether the ideal is corrupt or not, it controls you. That is why they can remove that governor. That is why they can blow him out without no just cause. I rest my case and I'm going to continue. Natasha is an Amazon. May God bless her forevermore.
All right, can you hear me? Margarita, please talk to us, man. Thank you very much. Good evening to you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, sir. And my lovely mommy, I still love you very much. And I'm greeting everybody in the panel, Mr. Black Panther, Mr. Odua, Mr. Malik, Mr. Jonathan Kinsley, and give us our mandate. And I'm greeting everybody in the comment section as well, and the callers who called. The last caller who called, I don't know if it's Mr. Samuel. I don't know if I got his name right. When he said they should that he's a lawyer, they should get his services. That was so hilarious. Mr. Black Panther, thank you for what you for your submission. It was really, really great and inspiring. But the last part that you talked about, I don't know, I was kind of confused. You said that is why the same party can remove a governor. The man from Bodland is from APC. If he's the governor of Rivers State you're referring to, he's in PDP. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't understand that statement. Anyway, first of all, I would like to thank, I have to keep saying it, Senator Natasha's husband, the Elema of Warri Kingdom. Thank you, sir. Domo, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Yes. He's a great man. He's a great man. He's a great man. And not many men can be so patient, can be so resilient when his wife is being abused left, right, and center. Not many men can stand it. Not many men even have that emotional intelligence. With all these issues going on, the Elema of Warri Kingdom has not spoken. He's just standing by his wife's side. Thank you very much, sir. I hope many men who are married to someone like Natasha, or perhaps not even like Natasha, and then your wife is faced with this travesty, I hope you'll be inspired by the Elema of Warri Kingdom, standing beside his wife, standing with his wife, supporting her, being present emotionally. This issue Natasha is going through as a woman, there's a whole lot of emotions going on, but because she has some emotional support, some people will say, how do you know? I see it. She has emotional support, and that's part of why she can stand and speak confidently. She can go to a studio and speak confidently because she knows that she has a protector, because a woman loves to feel safe. Are you that kind of man? Check yourself. I know when this issue started, there's a question that I posed, and maybe nobody has still answered me today. Well, I'm still waiting. I said, Mr. Elvis, I hope you can remember, what if Natasha was not married? What if Natasha was not married? And this issue came out. Some of you here, what would have been your first comment when she accused the sexual predator, that's the Senate President of Nigeria? Some of you here, you know yourself, listening to me, maybe the comment section, maybe even in the panel. What will have been your first thought in your mind? Oh, I beg, this woman will not get husband. What has she got to say? She's accusing different men, because that is what you people would say. That is what most of you here, men and women inclusive, would have said. But just because she's married, some of you removed that from your mind. But half of your mind was believing what that lout called senator was saying. She's been married 6 times. Wow. It speaks to a lot about how we have grown as human beings, how we have grown as people. How's your train of thoughts when it comes to the opposite gender? Let me use the word woman. I don't like using gender because of the way the word is messed up with the word gender now. What would your thought have been for a woman who is in politics, who is a senator? She could be anything. She could even be like a woman that just owns a small store, and something like this happened. What would most of you have thought? This is beyond politics. This is beyond Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. It's beyond that. It speaks to a lot of things that many of us judge women, even men, you judge men too. But that's why I'm kind of, maybe people might think I'm too anal about it. I'm just kind of praising, Natasha's husband, Chief Uduaghan. I just, thank you very much, sir, wherever you are. Thank you very much. And there's one thing that she said, Mr. Elvis, and there's a whole lot she said, I was just smiling. There's something that just telling me, I don't want to say, does she have any connection with some sort of hackers? Being part of being a Ukrainian a woman, by virtue of her mother's lineage, does she have some sort of set of hackers that are just hacking all these people's phones? And that's why she's smiling when people keep asking of evidence of what the things that she's saying confidently. As somebody is speaking,
can I quickly tell you something? Well, I should get that information.
Prince Colin, your voice is static. Thank you very much, sir. Anyway, there's one thing. I just have a feeling that she has something that's, she has some set of people that just helping her on the side. And I know for whatever it is, it's not to harm anybody, but she's standing for the truth. And I really, really admire her. I'm very, very proud of her. And there's something that she said that really touched me. I think that was a part of her comment. She said, I wanted the Senate president to leave me alone just to work. She just wants to work for her people. A beautiful woman, in fact, any woman at all, because in fact, every woman in this world is beautiful in her own way. Every woman. Some women want to just serve, but being in a patriarchal system, it's a man's world. There are challenges you would face just because of how God created you. It's there. Every woman, I'm telling you, be prepared. Don't feel like, oh, it cannot happen to me. Oh, even if you cover yourself from head to toe, there will always be predators lurking around everywhere. Every woman, I tell you, be prepared at work, be prepared in school, even in your own home, be prepared. It's very necessary. I'm not digressing. Natasha's issue is an all-rounder. It's not just about politics or Natasha or swapping seats in the Senate. It's an all-rounder. Everything concerning our lives, both male and female, young and old. I just want to say, God bless this woman. And I know that every attack on Natasha is just leading her to her greatness. That's what I see. Yes, every attack, just like people who have come against Mr. Elvis, as he has expressed to us several times, they have only succeeded in making this channel bigger and bigger. They have succeeded in making his reputation higher and higher in a positive way. So if you are attacking somebody who is standing for the truth, you are only parts of the growth and greatness of that person. That is just what it is. So why not stand on the path of truth instead of attacking the truth? Because you will fail. And because our evil always has an expiry date. And the day you expire, there's no way that you can go back to default. You have just expired. And they're going by the former Senator Abo. You know, what strikes me of what he said about the vehicle? You know, when we talk about, I don't know, is it 125 million naira in Prado Jeep that they bought, or Lexus Jeep? Is it 125 million per car? I can't remember the figures, someone can remind me. But I said something, I know when we started, everybody, there was an upheaval about it. I kept asking, every 4 years, anytime you have a new assembly, I think this is the 11th assembly, I think, they always purchase new vehicles. Has he ever occurred?
No, the 10th assembly.
Okay, this is the 10th assembly. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, has it ever occurred to you? I remember I said it, like, why are they always purchasing new car? Why is it that the senators who has been there, like Senator Ndume from Borno State, who has been there for quite a number of years now, every year he's getting a new car? Has it occurred to Nigeria? Why is this a recurring decimal of them purchasing new vehicles? Who gave a life contract either to Toyota or whom? Yes, it's Toyota. There's some sort of recurring decimal, a life contract that even the senators cannot contest it. Nobody wants to go to those books. Nobody wants to go to the original contract. So that is why it seems that the senators look paralyzed when it comes to purchase of those vehicles, because nobody wants to open the recurring decimal. You will be very surprised. The person that has the contract may be somebody in the caliphate who is a kind of a ruler. And that's just like the NYSC uniforms. Has anybody ever asked yourself, who is the family in Nigeria that there's a recurring decimal for them to have the contract to bring these NYSC uniforms that we always see every year? There are certain things that they seem untouchable. We need to look deeper. Are you supposed to take, after serving, are you supposed to take the vehicle back? He was complaining that they didn't give him his vehicle back. And these things I'm saying is beyond the man from Bodilon. Let us say the way it is beyond Tinubu, in case some of you don't know who the man from Bodilon is. It's beyond him. It has been a recurring decimal. It's just worse now, and they're not even ashamed to show it. That's the only thing I picked there. I'm like, wow. Besides, I don't know if any other country, I don't know, in Canada, I've not seen that maybe there's a vehicle bought for an MP, member of parliament. I don't know. You know, I know, you know, the prime minister,
No
you know,
way.
of course.
No way. No way.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. By the way, your connection is static too. So so why should we even have vehicles for them? Is there any senator that is not questioning that? Like I said, is the books that nobody, is the kind of worms that nobody dare touches, because I am going to guess that recurring decimal is a life contract as a settlement to somebody from the caliphate. And I'm saying it because in the next dispensation, whether it's Peter Obi that is there, or whether it's APC or Labour Party or CORD or whatever, nobody wants to go there, except if we have a leader like someone like Ibrahim Traore that can come and say, you know what, I'm going to open the books from 1956 till date, and I'm going to see what is this recurring decimal where we have to purchase vehicle, where we have to have all these benefits of people who sit down, you know, and the Senate is like is a retirement place. They don't do nothing but for themselves. Any rule that they bring is for them and their cronies. Why? We need somebody who is brave. I don't even think Peter Obi can even look at the books, or he can even dare to look at it. That's why I said Peter Obi is just a conduit. He's not the one that would steer Nigeria to he's just a conduit. And the man from Bodilon going to France, you know, to reassess his governance for the past 2 years as a working visit. One thing I've come to realize is everybody that comes to be a president in Nigeria, they come in looking like a raggedy witch or raggedy wizard, and they come out looking like a newborn baby, fresh, like yesterday's bread. When what's his name, Buhari became president, you could see how gaunt he looked, how ill he looked. But to date, you can't even tell how old he is. In fact, some people say that's not the real Buhari because he's looking too fresh for a man of his age. If you see Agbado now, when he came, they even had a song. He's shaking, you know, shaking and shaking like as if he wants to fall down. In fact, he even fell. And they said, this one cannot last. Take a look at him right now. He's looking very fresh. And I'm sure by the end of the 4 years, by 2027, he's going to look like 20 years younger. So therefore, being the president of Nigeria, if you're an old person, I can guarantee you there's some sort of elixir of youth that would kind of come upon you after you leave Aso Rock. And that is what they're sharing. And it's under the pain. They're sucking out the life of every Nigerian, sucking them dry so they can look fresh. And then they have their army, the worms, all of them looking fresh as well. So nobody can even touch them. They just keep eating, keep getting fat. It's just continuous. Thank you very much. I believe that's the bell. But Mr. Elvis, I don't know if it's your connection. Your bell was very static just now, like as if some electrical guitar that was playing. So thank you very much. I'll wait for the second section.
Okay, but can you hear me right now?
It's kind of static, like as if this is Darth Vader. You sound like Darth Vader.
Yeah, it's affecting everybody. It's everybody, not just it affects Mr. Jonathan. It affects, I don't know why, but
is somebody attacking this channel? Did you guys even hear me clearly at all?
Yes, yours was very clear, very, very clear. Mr. Jonathan, go ahead, talk to us.
Everybody is sounding like Darth Vader. Okay.
All right.
Mr. Jonathan, go ahead.
All right, thank you, Mr. Elvis. I greet you. I hope I'm coming out clearly now.
Yes, Jonathan, we can hear you.
All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Elvis, I greet you once again. Thank you very much. God bless you abundantly for the good work you are doing. Fellow panelists, I greet you all. God bless you all. Mommy Diaspora, I greet you once again. God bless you abundantly. And the commenters and all the callers, I greet you all. God bless you all greatly. Welcome. Let me quickly say this and where Madam Rita ended. The reason why Nigerian presidents are looking fresh, okay, why they are looking fresh after getting into office is very simple. They are not working. They don't work. Nigerian president does not work. They just sleep, wake up, eat, rest, and rest. If you see their daily schedule, the president will meet 8 a.m. in the morning. Even governors, the president's first meeting of the day is 8 in the morning. Another one is scheduled for 9 a.m. in the morning. And then the president will go for a rest. The next one will be 4 p.m. in the afternoon because the president is resting. That's how it is. They are not working. You can't compare that to any normal country. You see, that is the reason why they look. That's just the, direct response to that. They are not working. You can't compare that to other Western countries where when you see a president at the end of his tenure, 4 years, 8 years, the man and his family, they will be counting the days. He just want to get out and rest and have time with his family. Because when you see, what is Tinubu doing? What is he reading? What document? A president will sit at 2 a.m. in the morning reading documents. 2, 3, 4, 500 pages document. This is it. This is not like, it's not even exaggerating. He has to read it to prepare for 7:30, 8 a.m. meeting the next day. He must get what is inside that document. All these ones they do in Nigeria, they only outsource to Bayo Ononuga, spokesmen, sycophant politicians. They don't do anything. Those are the people that comes out to do the work for them. I stand to be corrected. Can Tinubu sit down and read a 200-page document before the end of the day so that he can get a glimpse of what is inside that document and then prepare for the next day? President sit at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. because the things are piled up for him. That's what they do. But that's not for Nigerian president. They just sleep, wake up, eat, and, But I just want to, say a little bit about Natasha. Everybody have said it, fantastic. She said something here. I believe I alluded to it some few days ago. I said, when Kogi State were saying the reason why they put out that curfew or that restriction is because they want peace to reign. And see, the people of that part of Nigeria, I said, and I'm great. I'm very glad today that she alluded to it. They are very peaceful people. In fact, if you poke them, they will not talk. Those people from that place, you poke them. I mean, like poke them multiple times, they will not talk. And I believe I'm in a position to say that because my wife comes from that area. When you go there, they will pamper you. They will pamper you. You will lose your head. That is just maybe that is their culture. They don't talk. You poke them and poke them. The most peaceful people. So it's all politics. It's just politics that they are playing. And this is the woman they made an attempt or they tried to recall her. Is that recall? For crying out loud, see the support, organic support, not that they paid them. The people in that area also are the most loyal people you can ever see. They never forget. Go to that part, do something of 10,000 naira to somebody, something tangible. They will never forget you. They are the most loyal people, especially when you are doing it with no ulterior motives. They can read. They will know you. Even the least educated amongst them. I saw the video. I said, these are the people who have been to that place several times. Those are the people. They are so loyal. That's why Natasha is confident. She's so confident. It's organic support. It's not that she paid them. I can say it to a large extent. No, those people are not paid. Those women that you see dancing at that event that she had 2 days ago, those women that had this uniform that they are dancing, I can tell you that they are not paid though. To a large extent, they are not paid. They just organize themselves and they will come out because they are loyal and they are peaceful. That's why she's confident. She's so confident on herself that if elections were to be conducted there today, she will win. She will win. Nigeria is not a democracy. Pure and simple. Nigeria is, we don't have democracy in Nigeria. The idea that a president at every 4, 5, 6 months will just get out of the country for 2 weeks, that is going out there to do what? To conduct his midterm appraisal and performance. What a joke. What a joke. What a height of insensitivity. A leader that lacks competence and compassion to serve. He has no, he's not, a leader that is competent. First of all, the idea that you will say that is where you are going to do an appraisal of your midterm says it all. It says it all about your incompetency. You are clueless. You have no idea of what you are doing. You have no idea of the office that you are even holding. So insensitive. No compassion at all. Zero. There's no democracy in Nigeria. We're just deceiving ourselves. Then we don't have it. When you talk of corruption in the Senate, amongst all these, all the spheres of government in Nigeria, but now we are narrowing down to the legislature. The corruption that is going on there cannot be stopped as it is right now. Rather, it will continue unabated. There's nothing you can do about it. Because the leaders themselves, the so-called leaders, I would like to put it that way, so-called leaders, they are not leaders. They call themselves rulers, as clearly, pointed out here some few days ago by one of the panelists, Mr. Odua. They call themselves, they are rulers, they are not leaders. That's why I would prefer to call them so-called leaders. If a leader is not corrupt, let me tell you, 50% or 70% of corruption is solved already. You will have reduced it by that much. Without even talking, without even talking about corruption or saying anything about corruption at all, because the message will have been sent loud and clear. Don't even say it. Don't even talk about corruption. Don't even mention the fact that you are not involved, you are not part of corruption. You will have reduced it by 70% already. And that is normal. That is logical. Because the person, all the people under you, will dare not. It is only the desperados, those that still want to continue that. And they will be in no time. Their days are numbered. Because the leader is not part of the corruption. The reason why we see corruption everywhere, you see this money they give them, they're buying cars in the National Assembly each and every 4 years. It is some of them, this money, these cars, they monetize it. They don't get the car. Instead of them getting the 160 million naira car, they give them cash. That is the extent of the corruption. The new ones that are coming in, they will grab the car. The old ones, in most cases, they monetize it. That corruption, that system, that foolish corruption started from Obasanjo period, or Obasanjo's time as president. And it has continued till date. It is part of the corruption that we have in Nigeria. And it's going on, it's going nowhere until there's a complete change. And the only way we can have that change is through electoral reform. And that brings me to Edo State. That brings me to Edo State. I watched the video of Mr. Elvis, your video earlier today when Liboros Oshoma was stop. You presented his video in that short video that you did. See, all these things that we saw happening, or we are just experiencing now in Edo State. We've talked about it here. I said earlier on this platform, shouting on top of my voice here, over and over again, that going forward, any election is after 2023, any election in Nigeria, that anybody will go to court without having the necessary preparation to defend it, you are a crook. Ab initio. Even before we start at all, you are a crook. Let's give it to Mr. Peter Obi in 2023 that he was a little bit naive. He thought the way he did it in Anambra State, the way it worked for him. So he came into the tribunal in 2023 with that mindset. No, it wasn't like that. Let's give that to him, that they did not prepare for the judiciary. What about other areas of forgery, certificate forgery, criminal conviction? What about all those? They still find a way. But when it comes to the electoral fraud itself.
All right, Madam Rita, you're on the backstage. Why?
When it comes, let me quickly round up here. When it comes to the electoral fraud itself, you have the going to try and politicians after elections going to court without having prepared enough. You have nobody to blame. Because on election day, if you are not a crook, if it is your own election, you are the one that is running. It is your party. You are the candidate. You prepare for the election. All the polling units, even if INEC says that they give you 72 hours to submit your petition, you should be ready. 72 hours will even be too long for you because all your polling unit agents are ready. This is how they kill this case in Edo State. That it is not significant enough. On the Beavers one, they nail it. The tribunal did not even, they didn't even go there. They nailed that one. PDP nailed it. But on the irregularities, it is not substantial enough. The malpractices and all the other things is not substantial enough to alter it or to change the outcome. It is the onus is on you that brought the case to prove each. You cannot have, this is what the judiciary, this is what they are doing. Let's know, we are saying it again now. We said it after 2023. And after that 2023 election, at least we've had about four off-cycle elections. And they continue to commit the same error. That's why I concluded that these people are crooks. You are either part of it or you know what is going on. You are just wasting people's time. There have been at least 3-4 off-cycle elections and you continue to commit the same error. Why? When you are going for an election, you know this thing, you know what will happen. There are in Edo State, there are over 4,000 polling units, and you know the trajectory, you know the antecedent of the Nigerian judiciary. You cannot have at least more than 50% of your polling unit agent ready to come to court, rather than inundating the court with papers. Rather than inundating the tribunal with papers, inundate the tribunals with your witnesses that will line up. That it is the tribunal that will say, we've had enough. Because all your polling unit agents, as they stand ready to come and give witness in the court. All of them. That is the only way if you want to fight this, even though you can't be going to meet these people. They find a way. And that is what they are using. They did it in 2023 presidential election. They did it in Imo, Bayelsa. They did it again in Edo State. They did it in Kogi. That's the same reason why SDP lost the case. even though there was massive electoral malpractices, and then you'll be going to court. So I'm starting to have concluded myself that these people are just part of it. They are crooked themselves. That's why I say you have to, if you know that you cannot prepare yourself for that, then go and change the electoral system. I mean the electoral law in such a way that you will not need to go to court with 50-60% of all the polling unit agents to come in as witnesses, because that is what the court is saying now. That is what they are saying, that you cannot have over 4,000 polling units and you brought only 20. Okay, if we take the entire 20 that you brought, that okay, fine. Even if the tribunal agree that okay, there were malpractices in 20, how can they use that to reach a determination that the election was fraudulent? And they will say they are educated, and they will be committing
Mr. Jonathan, they go hate you today, oh.
And they will be committing this thing over and over and over again. They are crook themselves. You are crook, all of you. You are going into an election that you already know. On the day of election, all of them, all your polling unit agents, as they are finished, as the election is being is being completed, they are writing their report. Their witness report is already signed that same day, not the next day, same day. And you have them ready to come to court. You must prepare. They must be ready to come to court. It is the judges there, those panel of judges, they will say, we've had enough, let them go. You will come out of over 4,000, you will present 20, 25, and then, ow. Things have to change in that country, otherwise they will just be taking us for a ride.
Mr. Jonathan,
all right.
You have created enemies, so one way just they talk, because so many people are grieving. The way they've attacking Mr. Elvis, they'll start attacking you.
No,
they don't want to hear the truth.
The part is they are
just part of the criminality. They should stop pretending and calling themselves saints. The person that cheated better was the one that they put over there. That's just the truth.
Okie dokie. Thank you, everyone. Before you, Amadarita, can go enter part 2. All right, Mr. Jonathan, thanks very much for your submission. That was a powerful one. But meanwhile, let's hear from someone else quickly. And the next person, as I have it on the table, is Abdul Malik. Then I come to give us a mandate. So everybody get close to your mic. Abdul Malik, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Ninja Watch.
Thank you, my brother. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everybody in the panel. Good evening, Nigeria. This Natasha case, he exposed Nigerian legislature, just quite as far back 2023 presidential election case tribunal, he exposed our judiciary, Peter Obi case. You see, Nigerian, I don't really know, sometimes we quickly forget something. If somebody is telling you there's nothing is working, the judiciary is bought, and the legislature is bought, everyone of the three arms of government is compromised. Do you think they are joking? They are not joking. Everybody is serious. There is nothing is working. Just take what judges are doing to lawyers. They can turn case upside down. In the other country does that. There is nothing for all the three arms of government, they are compromised. And nothing will work until the citizen will change the narrative. Without that, there is nothing will work. Just take a look now. This Natasha case. Till now, they have not even started investigating the sexual harassment, right? But they just drop that and be talking about the law that she break, she do this, she do this. Okay, why can't you investigate really if this woman is lying or she's saying the truth? But they will not do it just because of the compromise. There is nothing is working. They just try to silence everybody in the country because there are some cacos in Nigeria. They hold the country ransom. Especially this current government now, everything is turned around, it's changed. Just like 3, 4, 5 years back, it's not like this before. It's corrupt, but now it's worst. Just take a look now. Some people are blaming you, Elvis, that you did not use your platform to support as well, right? Okay, let me ask them. Even though you support as well, you say something or you talk, what are they going? What is it going to change? Take a look what those government are doing. Just common those state election, government election. They deployed 35,000 police, 8,000 army. Are we in war? We are. Those states they are not in war. Just because of they have something in mind, they know what they will do. No matter what you talk, they will not listen to you because they know what they will do. But as before 3, 4, 5 years, if you say something, there is freedom of speech somehow, but it's not really pronounced. But there is somehow. But now it's worse. You cannot see anything now in the country. We need to get that. There is nothing is working. They can do anything stupid and they will get away of it. Nobody will hold them accountable. That's why they keep on doing what they are doing. Look at what this judgment they give in this yesterday, right? In Edo State election. And it's not supposed to, it's not supposed to be that way. But why did they do that? Just because of their compromise. Yes, but the PDP now, just because of APC, they are in government. PDP, they cannot do anything. If you take a look, that APC, they did not win the election, which we all know. How come a coronation center, only one party agent is there? How? What about the other one? That one will not show you that there is something is wrong there. The other agent party, where are they? Why can't they be there too? Because they want to manipulate the results. That's why only one party agent is there, which is APC. Now, there is nothing is working. We need to get that one in mind. Or let the citizen will decide on themselves. That is how things will change. Without even 2027, the same thing they will do. Or let the citizen will say, okay, let's do this. Peaceful. Without that, it will continue like they will see more and more. Because since when this regime now came, you see everything is turned around. When you try to speak the truth, they will come for you. How? And we say we are a democracy, right? What type of democracy is that? You don't have freedom of speech. It's like you are in cage. They cage you somewhere. We need to get that one first so that we know where, because if you don't know your problem, if you don't know where your problem comes from, you cannot solve it. Yeah, you can never solve that problem. That is it. Now Nigeria is captured. See what happened in Rivers State. Till today, there is nothing happened. And the appointed governor is still there. There is nothing happened now. See how many weeks? Almost going to a month. People are living on. Other country, they will do something that the federal government, nobody will rest in that country. We peacefully, not by violence. But Nigeria, I don't really know what is wrong with us. Everything we have been divided. How can we get it right? We can never get it right unless we come together, because the politicians, they are the problem of the country. It's not ethnicity or religion. No, it's politicians. Because they are the one that's stealing your money. They don't want you to see light, see road in the country, right? How can you have a country, but you are going to another mass country to go and take treatment? Are you out of your sense? It's not that you don't have the money to put that facility in your country. You have everything. Okay, why can't you do it in your country so that you invite an investor or foreigner to come to your country? That one will boost more your economy, right? If you really want to make the country good, but you borrow money, you share the money, you borrow money since 1999. In a great country like Nigeria, there is no light. And they say they have resources, they say they have, but we don't see what they do with the resources. That is what we see. They say they have, but they share the money just to borrow money and share. We have our problem is it's long, it's very long. It's long, it's not the way we are seeing it, it's very long. Because why it's long is disease. Because even the cities, the youth that are supposed to make the program like short, dismantle the program, they are not serious. Even there, they are compromised too. Yeah, they are easy to bought. Majority of them. That is the major problem we still have. You can convince them and give them small things. They will look at the Edo State election. Just because of 3,000, you sell your right for 8 years. Do you know how many days is 8 years? How many days? Because of 3,000, PDP bought 3,000 or APC bought 10,000, right? You imagine that 3,000 is not up to one plate of food. It will not even take you a lunch or a breakfast. The next day you are hungry. We have a very big problem with that country. Unless, if really we want to make that country good, we need to have but you cannot discuss something like that in this platform. You see, the country we live today, just like some people, they are dead, they are blind, they don't see road. Yeah, they are very blind. That's why we are still where we are today. Because even though you tell them something, they will not do it. They think they are right, but they are not right. Thank you very much, Mr. Evis.
All right, Abdul Malik, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Give us a mandate. Are you there? Okay, you are not there. I'll move on to Mr. Oduwa. Please talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. Thank you. Good evening to you, my brother. Talk to us.
Good evening to you and to the panelists. Let me stand on the existing protocol. Greetings to everyone. I do appreciate the time. Thank you very much. Comment section, greeting everyone. Thank you very much. Anytime we feel that, or maybe what you did was not enough, and so you need to do more for them to, perhaps for you to actually change the hand of judgment or to get justice, I think we're just being deceived. I don't want to say some things. I think to Mr. Jonathan, you're saying that we should have brought over 4,000 polling agents and all that. That would have probably helped them. When you deal with criminals, there is nothing you can do to change the hand to get justice. These guys are criminals. PDP bought votes, APC bought votes. These guys are criminals. So you thought that bringing 4,000 polling agents to the court would have changed things? My brother, sir, maybe we need to look more. These guys are criminals. These guys are bent on destroying the country. That is what we need to realize. Mahmoud Yakub they know what they did. Tinubu himself, the criminal drug baron, know that he didn't win the election. So the judges were telling you, would they go and be scouting for evidence for you? Despite every evidence, the court was full in and out. So for me, I don't think there's anything that these people. I mean, these ones, I don't even need to talk about this APC, PDP. The both of them, let them just go. I don't need to talk about them. What happened in those states is what they wanted, and that's what they said is ESA agenda. ESA agenda is playing out. Let it play. Answer is from ESA. Power is from ESA. So let them continue to play their Ola Balu. My only concern is that the poor girl, the poor boy that would have fought for, using everything to fight for them to get a better life, will be there for another 4 years, or maybe 8 years, is suffering. That is my only thing. We saw what happened in Europe. When it was happening, Obaseki did not see anything. That is my only concern and my pain. That those that would have fought for, brought the right person in, we didn't get him in. That's my only pain. That's my only and it bleeds my heart. It gets me emotional every day because these guys are criminals. There was never anything you could have done to get this to. So we were thinking that Aswell would have. Let me leave. I'm not their supporter. I don't want to talk about their case. APC, you guys conjoin yourselves together. You guys know where you meet your coven. You see why you can talk to yourself and then celebrate. That's your cup of tea. To Natasha, thank you very much, Mrs. Akpoti Oduaha. Thank you very much for all that you stand for. Anytime it comes to a point where a man begins to reject and becomes inferior because of the sources of a woman, then that man needs to check inward and consider their lives. Because what's happening now, this man is just trading the blaze and then doing our own bidding for our people. And so they are scared. I mean, Natasha, all that you've learned from your family, from your father, your mother, and even what you learned in the four wall of school, you are bringing them out, and you are just leading the country. Because at time like that, there's only one senator that I know, and her name is Natasha Akpoti Oduaha. Like you said, sir, the love from the people is organic. In fact, people from Egbira, they are very friendly and very as in friendly and loyal. I mean, there's this classmate in my secondary school then, Idris Sulaiman from Egbira, will live somewhere in our park, go to Oshodi. The mother would have prepared okra and eba for us. Wonderful people. So it's organic love. She's just doing what people just love her. Because what if you touch humanity, if you touch people's life, you don't need to cajole them. They will line behind you. If they conduct governorship election today, Akpoti Udua will beat them blue and black. Conduct governorship election today, Akpoti Udua will beat them blue and black. So for me, keep on doing the good work, Mrs. Oduaha. God bless you. Keep your family strong. Increase you on all sides. Prosper the work of your hand, like you prosper Mr. Elvis. God bless you guys for all that you do. Let me use the mic. I'll come in my second round, but I don't think I have anything to say about the Edu election. It's only painful that the right person that would have got there did not get there. But thinking that we can bring 1,000 people and then expect a change, nothing like that, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Give us a mandate. Thank you for your submission. Okay, let us quickly just move on now to the next person, which is Prince Collins.
I thought it's me.
Okay, Mr. Odua. Okay, I think say when I call you, you don't already talk. Oh.
No, Mr. Odua, go ahead, sir. No, that was in the try. No easy. I know what you are doing.
Good evening to you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Najawa. Thank you, Prince Collins. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you, man. God bless you for all you are doing for us. Mommy, we appreciate you. Thank you. May you live long for we to serve. Thank you, man. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers, and those who passerby. We greet you all. Thank you. Well, Edo election, we do not expect any other thing because Edo not be Lagos, and I will give Edo to you. Edo is not Lagos. Those are just fallacies and mere talk. Let us, the Nigerians, know that it is not INEC that is the problem of election. No. Because people INEC, Mahmoud, no. When a father sends a child a message, then if the child do anything, if we say the order is from my father, so go and meet my father. The problem of Nigeria election are the judges, that is court. Because I think the court is funding themselves. It is a business to the court. It is what they use to raise money. And that is why they nominate who will become president, will become governor, who will become any position. They nominate the person. Before they nominate the person, they will make sure that all this party use there to bring money to them. It's a business to them. So the court is the problem of Nigeria. And that is why the INEC will tell you, go to court, because it's not my fault.
So go and meet the person, go and meet my father, who has all the authority over everything. Because if court is not raising money from there, they wouldn't have been allowing any election petition to come to them. They will have been retrieving INEC from error. They will have been sending INEC back to go and reconduct election without government did not fund them. So because court is making money from there, they are using it to do business. Because as many that petition, they will bring money through there. The lawyer will have money from there. The court themselves, judges will have. When you want to go and receive this this thing from INEC, you will pay money. You see that it is the court that is doing business from that place. So that is what Nigeria has to face the court, because the court has the authority to issue order. But I don't know Nigeria court if they have authority, because if not, they will have been issuing authority to the Senate people if they are doing wrong. But because Nigeria court doesn't have such authority, so when the Senate do whatever they like, they cannot give them order. They will tell you it's 3 arms of government. This side are their own, this side are their own, this side are their own. But in all ramifications of other countries, even where you collected the democracy from, what you call democracy that you are practicing, the court has the highest order. The court can arrest the president, can do any other thing to them. So that is why Nigeria court, all Nigerians staff, if you, even though you change Mahmoud from the INEC today, you bring the most innocent person. When the election time comes, he will still tell you go to court, because court want to do business from there. That's why in their own, they told us go to court. They told the whoever that is not satisfied should go to court. Whether you go to appeal court, you go to Supreme Court, you go to customary court, you go to council court, you are going to pay money. So they are going to raise money through those your and after you have spent your money, they will nominate whoever they want to nominate. If they feel that you are not in their society, you have joined their group, their secret whatever society, then they can nominate you when years to come. But if you could not join those their society, whatever they want to do, they might not nominate you. Keep on spending your money. So it is the court that is our own problem, not INEC. Change 100 of INEC people to different villages, they will still have the same problem. Whatever they call reform, no reform, because the court is our problem, so they cannot reform anything. The Senate will not do anything for you, because is it not the court who interpret that Abuja must has the so and so percentage? Is it not the same court who said no, Abuja don't need to ask that percentage because it's not a state? So Nigerians know that is the court that is a problem. So let us first face court the way we are facing Tinubu. Because when they said Tinubu thief the election, I looked at them, I said, no, Tinubu did not steal the election, because Tinubu was his home, it was at his home, where they told him that you are not the one who won. Then the court said, no, we cannot go to market and look for evidence. And the court are the people who can go to the streets and look for evidence. Court, go to street and look for evidence. Go to market and look for evidence. Go to farm and look for evidence. But Nigeria own say we cannot go and look for evidence. So Nigeria court is our own problem. Nigeria, beg your court, beg your so-called educated judges and lawyers that their education is illiteracy before the eyes of the world. Where education came from, the Nigeria education is illiteracy. The courts and the judges, whatever. Because that is why when they say they read law, I say no, they did not read law, they read lost. Because it is people that are lost that they are looking for road, they are looking for a solution where they came from. But if they read law, they will have known that supposed to be working like this. When it's not going this way, it's supposed to change it. Because law we are made for men, not men we are made for law. So, but Nigeria, it is Nigeria that we are made for law. Nigerians we are made for law, not the law we are made for the Nigerians. So beg your judges, beg your lawyers, beg your court, Supreme, customary, high court, whatever court you might call them, beg all of them to leave your election alone, that you will see automatically INEC will be conducting fresh, good election. Cannot tell you go to court again, because if they are not making money from them. Thank you, everybody. Thank Senator Natasha Akpoti, because the only senator we have is Natasha Akpoti. I will say it. Any other senator people know, I don't know, because things for me. The House of Assembly or House of Senator is not to go and be saying aye, nay, no. It is to bring your complaint, what your people are facing, what Nigeria are facing. Debate it and let it be done for Nigerians. That is the reason you go there. Okay, thank you, Mr. Nigeria. My time is over. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dua. God bless you. Please call us, please. You have the floor. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Najawo. Thank you very much. I appreciate. I was here before, so I've already salute everyone. So, except those in the comment section that I want to, give applause again. Meanwhile, I want Mr. Vish, if it's possible, you can use any seconds of my time to give applause to those in the comment section, because they are really doing well. I'll give them a round of applause if you like, for their powerful participation from every one of them. I want to continue to congratulate them for what they are doing. It's not easy. It's not easy to be in the comment section permanently. Abuazi, we recognize you, and so many others. Abuazi, you are the chairman there. We appreciate you so much. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, you see, that is the issue. The political system of Nigeria, would have been far better than this if Agbado didn't come in. Honestly, people will not believe what I'm going to say. Why I will appreciate the submission of Mr. Jonathan, my brother, and Black Panther, alongside with the only, strong woman among us, Sister Rita. I want to say, I wouldn't dwell on what you guys have said, because you nailed it up. You said what we need to say. But I want to, convince everyone that Agbado coming to Nigeria politics has brought a doom to our political space. Because him in Lagos for 19 years was doing nothing but monopoly of Lagos State. He monopolized Lagos State to himself, even while his brother was there as a president, President Obasanjo. He couldn't enter Lagos. That's to tell you how strong he is. That's exactly what he wants to do to the whole Nigeria. He wants to turn Nigeria to one-party system. Lagos State was one-party system for 2 decades. So let us not be afraid to say the truth, or to assume as if we don't know what is going on, because that is the plan of Agbado. They've started manipulating each state now. They are already prepared to go to Bayelsa State to ruin that place, because it's a PDP ground, and they've got agenda to go to Delta and every other place that PDP have ground, so that they'll be able to make sure that another party does not exist. Every other party will be other. They've been able to finish with Labour Party now. Labour Party, because they are poor people there, they are common people there. They've been able to manipulate them, and today Labour Party close that door, and today Labour Party is Astro. Close that door, and today Labour Party is gone. So what I want to say now is that if you look at the submission of the interview of Senator Natasha, you will see clearly why, or the reason why, the judicial system of Nigeria is under attack. If you look at the kind of organic crowd that is being pulled by Senator Natasha, if you look at how they stopped him from coming, that period, they had to declare coffee. It's a shame that many politicians are declaring coffee, declaring no movement because of a female, a precious woman that is ready to help their people. They tried to stop him at the state level. They did everything to stop him. Make sure that at the ground level, there's no movement. There's no road for him to come into his village. But she landed with a helicopter to their surprise. I praise that woman. I give kudos to the family. I give kudos to the husband. I give kudos to those that are supporting him, because it's really, really organic. Looking at it in the television, we know that this woman have organic supporters. And that is exactly why they are trying to make sure they reduce her to nothing, which they are able to do. And God is standing for her, because she's standing for her people. You see, when you do the real thing, I know that politicians that are doing the real thing in Nigeria, they don't last the test of time. Because if I see Natasha falling tomorrow politically, I will not be surprised, because so many people that have done the right thing, what happened to them? They will never excel in Nigeria in politics. They will never excel because they will make sure they bring them down by all means. Look at Ezekwesili, the lady that we refer to as a due process. Where is she politically? They brought her to a tight corner. Look at people like Donald Duke then during Obasanjo regime, who did wonderfully well. Where is he politically? He's gone. Look at people like other people that I cannot actually measure because there's no time. They reduce them to nonsense. They take them away from the road. It is only those that are compromising, that are making sure that things are getting worse, that they support. Now look at the judicial system of Nigeria. The judiciary is the problem. For me, I don't believe that. Just as the last submission, the last panelist said, it is not the judicial system of Nigeria. It is the politicians and the masses. They are the problem of Nigeria. If we have to analyze it critically, if we have to define democracy, it has the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. If you look at the arrangement of that definition of democracy, it said government of the people, by the people, and for the people. You see, if there is a dysfunction in these three aspects of analysis, or in these three aspects of definition, the democracy that we are into will not work. Because when there is a government of the people that is being installed, and the people are not doing the second aspect of it, which is by the people, it will never be for the people. They've given government to the people that want to rule us, which is the first level of it, which are the politicians and those that are killing us right now. And they refuse to act as a people, which is by the people, acting, checkmating, and fighting and protesting for their power, fighting for what belongs to them by their using the constitution. The government will never be for the people. So if you look at it vividly, until the masses stand up to say, okay, yes, this is enough. Enough is enough. We can't take this anymore. Nigeria will not work. There's nothing we are going to say now till the end. If the judicial system of Nigeria has been adjusted by these politicians simply because they are not popular, because they don't deliver, they've decided to see that, okay, the people don't vote them in. Their only option is to adjust the judiciary, which is the last hope of common man. Judiciary is supposed to be the last hope of common man. But what happened? What has it done to it? They've adjusted it to see that they don't say the truth. Because when the judiciary begin to do the right thing, you see that there will be all this amendment that we are talking about, all these election malpractices and all that will be gone, because there will be no need for it. Because once they get to the judicial level, it will be corrected and justice will prevail. But because justice does not prevail, that's why they say, okay, let us run it and let them go to court. They know that if you go to court, they will go there and manipulate the judiciary. And the judiciary has made it a business, partnershiping with the politicians by way of, telling the politicians to go bring the election and bring the case back to them so that they make their own money. So it has become a business in Nigeria. So that is why you see that in all this level, Nigeria will never get the dividends of democracy, because the resources are being used for the purpose of either manipulating election, ringing election, preparing for election, going to court and all that. That is what they use our resources for. And they tell us this story every day. They come out in the media and tell us the story. We begin to listen to them. Before we know, the time is gone and they go for another election. That's exactly what they are doing. What has President Agbado done so far? Nothing. If you look at his skin is not shining. Look at the governor of Edo State, Okpebolo. When he came, his skin was looking coarse. Right now, he started shining because he's already eating the Edo people's money. That's what happened in all levels. They don't do the right job. They siphon the money. They make sure that the people are suffering. They are under attack. People don't have access to health anymore. They don't have access to water. They don't have access to roads. They don't have access to health. They don't have access to anything that is commonly made to be for the masses. Why? Because they are not speaking. Until you speak out, you will never get what you want. Until we rise against this unscrupulous element in the land, until we rise against this evil people that have kept us in perpetual subjugation and servitude, we will never have peace in Nigeria. Nigeria will go worse and worse and worse because they don't care. So I'm pleading right now that every Nigerian should be prepared to rise against this evil politician. They should be prepared to rise against this evil element that call themselves leaders, that are coming to ruin our lives at all levels, making us suffer. People now, if you understand what is going on in Nigeria right now, there is serious of health issues right now. The health issues has increased by 200%. People don't eat good food anymore. They can't provide their medication, their regular medication. Those that have illnesses that need control, they cannot afford those medication right now. They are all dying. They are all going to the hospital. When they get to the hospital, they don't have money. Somebody that have no money to eat, how is he going to afford health care? People are dying every day. People are calling. Since last week, I've received call of people going for therapists in terms of kidney, in terms of other organs. They are dying. They are hungry. They are begging seriously for as if there's no tomorrow. People are selling their property at a very low rate just to look for a way out. That is the government that we are. They don't care about us in any way. They don't care about anything. The only thing that makes Nigeria feel comfortable, they'll be taken away from them, which is food. They've used insurgency to destroy the farm. They've used insurgency to destroy our source of income. The primary income of the poor people in Nigeria, or the primary income of a common man, is farming, agriculture, because the government is not ready to employ people. They don't do employment year in, year out. They don't do employment. Instead, they retrench more. And the only primary source of income is agriculture, which they've taken away from us. They've used insurgency to destroy the cultural system. Okpebholo is not doing anything. He went to Kano to commemorate with those that were lost during incident. Okpebholo has never, visited villages in Ishan to say, okay, what is happening to you? Why are people being killed? He's assuming as if nothing is happening because they are using the people, they are using us for politics. Until we say, okay, this is the time. This is the time for us to rise against this injustice, rise against this tribulation, rise against this man-controlled manipulation, rise against system that does not make people get to where they are. We will never get our way through. So it is time, and that time is now, or else we will all die in silence. People are already dying in silence, except you don't know or you don't want to say it. People are dying in silence in Nigeria. People in diaspora are spending hell to make their people survive back home. But people in diaspora are the ones speaking for them to do the right thing, but people at home, they don't seem to do the right thing because they'll be blindfolded. They'll be taken, their right has been taken away from them through perpetual subjugating them to not speaking their rights. They make sure that those people that are there, they don't have access to communication, they don't have access to light, they don't have access to power. They left them in permanent darkness so that they don't understand what is going on. Or they've not taken resort to the fact that they allowed them now to struggle for food. When you are struggling for food, you don't reason well. That is the lowest level at which the government can put its citizen. Allow them to struggle for food. Because when your stomach is empty, you don't reason well. Your mental ability is impacted. It's negatively. And it impacts on your physical ability negatively as well. Your reputation will be reduced because you won't be able to talk about your dignity because you are not feeling well. So at this moment, I would like to pull out and allow other people to continue. I appreciate you, Nadia Watch. The war is there. We have to rise up and face it now, or else we won't be facing it again. It will be happening our back, and that is their plan. Thank you very much, and I appreciate everyone.
All right, Chris Collins. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks for your submission. Let everybody continue to yell and pour out our plight. Whether we like it or not, is working. That's a good thing about it. Is working. This decision from the INEC today, based on the continuous complaints from the concerned Nigerians online. Social media is helping all of us right now in Nigeria, although they choose to pay deaf ear to some of it. But this particular one, INEC could not bypass it. So INEC have to deliver to the same people. Sorry, this one will not go free help you because the way people take months for this matter is just too much. So let's continue to speak truth to power. Thank you once again, Oga Chris Collins. The last person on the panel is Oga Alabo. It's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. I'd like you to talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Oga Alabo's day here. They don't scam River State too.
Oh, well, we are fighting. We will get it back. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
But you
Nigerians.
tell me say never. It can never happen. No, say many people will tell me never. It can never happen for Peter Obi. Many of them don't run now. They don't join this panel. Thank God, say you see the journals. You say it can never happen. Now they don't put finger for the eye. Now never see what you don't do.
Mr. Niger Watch.
Our own happen. They say I don't know the Lagos. Say I don't know Lagos now. We go sit down. They watch story now.
that man where sit down there, I know him been. I don't tell on how the person in home politics, the way in the they play politics. Now dangerous politics in the play, not minding anything will go happen. But he go choke him for neck. However, I beg the backroom staff, I appreciate them for the good work they do. And I have a special song for two special women. This is a women's season at the moment. Our mommy diaspora and Mr. Heavy's wife, we appreciate you people. So this song is not the one that is political. You people are not benefiting from any resources from Nigeria. But organically, I'm giving this song back to you people. No, you are the people that deserve it for giving Nigeria the opportunity, at least for people to hear the voice of Nigeria. The support you are giving to your husband, and mommy diaspora, the support you are giving to your son. You are the mama of the year. Now our mama be this, so we don't get another one. Now our mama be this, so it's a special song for both of us, Mr. Evie's wife and mommy diaspora. Thank you, people. And thank you, the backroom staff. Let me go to the Edo State issue. Thank you, Mr. Evis. Thank you, Mr. Evis. They deserve more than that. Let me go to the Edo State issue. I did a video yesterday talking about it. The most thing, I think, Pando Okpobolo, the governor, will say, if you are in his position, what is he going to do? But obviously, my own annoyance and why I feel so sad for him going, I feel it's an inferiority complex, which is, I said, because why are we so scared of the North? We all condemn the action. It's the same thing I criticize Atiku Abubakar. Because we will keep behaving like this. This is a different generation. This is a different generation. Our mother, our parent, they have been so, I don't know how to put this fear they have put in their body. When they say the Fulani people are coming, everyone, when anything happen to them, they will find a way to play. But this generation are not ready for those kind of things. We can't watch you destroying our people. You will come and kill our parents in their farm, rape them, destroy their crops, their means of livelihood, and bring in your personal business. You are not giving money to Nigerians. You are not feeding anybody with that. It's your personal business. You can't come and destroy people's property. And when you do all those things, imagine what has happened in Benue State. People cannot access their home. But when you go to those villages, they have chased people away. The Fulani people are there, ranching their cows, carrying their cows around everywhere. What is happening? And when people want to talk, some set of people will think they are more Nigerians than others. So my annoyance with Okpobolo is, since I've been hearing people coming out to cry, as it's happening in Delta State. People are crying. The governor has not gone to visit them. You have not gone to visit your people. You have never given any compensation to any farmers to think of how you can at least support them with necessary things. They have come to destroy their farm, their cassava. People will know. They know how to make gari. and they export this Gary outside different states. Today, Gary is expensive because these things, those people are no longer going that kind of farm. We eat. I'm from River State. My parents in those days, my mother is a classroom teacher. She used to go to Bende. You call it Bende Gari. He goes to Binidia and bring those Gari. They go every distance with big truck. They will bring it and come. Start selling in bags. But today, it's difficult to access those things. Because of herdsmen, then you now travel to. They have been killing people in Edo State. You did not bother to visit. High service, you went to Kano, speaking Hausa, to let them know how you live in Hausa. This is the hypocrisy of our leaders. Atiku Abubakar deleted tweet about Deborah, but it's tweeting, passing a strong message today regarding this thing that happened in Edo State. That is why I said, I asked Atiku Abubakar, are you going to be a president of the Fulanis or Muslim or a president of Nigeria? Because that was during the election. They threatened him that they are not going to vote. Did Atiku win the election? No. He lost. He lost. No matter how they manipulate, they rigged. But Tinubu was smarter than him. He lose the election. Deleting the Twitter, did it help him to win the election? No. It didn't happen. It's a problem. Now we'll come to the election. I think I've said it before, Mr. Davis, if you can remember. I don't know if it is this platform, but I know I've mentioned it. I said nothing is going to happen in that court. That election that they rig, even before the election will end, I said APC will win. They will rig the same way it happened in Imo State. This is the same template they are going to use in every state. Going to court is just wasting money, wasting resources. When I raised this concern, I said moving the tribunal from Edo to Abuja is in favor of the APC. It's not in favor of the PDP. People said, no, it's because they stage all those things they are doing because they want to move it to Abuja, closer to Nyesumuike. Because why are they moving it? The people who are in the state, those judges, they were men of Obaseki. Obaseki was the one taking care of them, sustaining them before he left office. So he still have a little influence over some of those judges. So they know what they were doing. So everything you are seeing this man playing, what Tony Kabaka and all the rest, they were staging it so that they will move that thing to their stronghold. And the PDP was just happy. It was a stage something. So they have taken it to the base where it will be, where they will not struggle to tell people what or to write the thing to give them to read. This is our Nigeria. Democracy, let me tell you, democracy is under Tinubu. I have told people, mark my word what I'm saying. I am not a prophet of doom, but under his watch, we will see if Nigeria will be divided, it will be under Tinubu. And he's doing this thing. These three people we have today, Nyesumuike, Akpabio, and Tinubu, will be the one that will cause the division in Nigeria. Because the way it's going, how are we going to go for 2027? Imagine people moving out for campaigning for coalition. What are you doing coalition for when you are not pushing for electoral reform? I'm asking them, does Atiku think he's going to buy Mahmoud more than Agbado? No. Does Peter Obi think he's going to influence the INEC more? No. Why are we not preaching the electoral reform? Why are we not telling our legislatures for them to do the electoral, begin to push? Are we going to continue in this electoral system? This is not the way for us to get a better Nigeria. If our electoral system is not fixed, then it will be difficult for us in 2027. For me, with this same electoral system, I am not going anywhere. I am not even campaigning for anybody. I am not. Even if like Peter Obi to carry the whole crowd, I will not waste my time the way I wasted it last election. I will not waste my resources the way I wasted last election. I will not make any input. I will not make any attempt because it's going to be a waste. I have said it time without number. A man who was out of power, he was able to fight. Even the sitting president could not even understand his ways. Manage himself to come into office. Cannot sit as the helm of the affair today and allow you to pull him away from the election. So if anybody thinks he's going to manipulate the INEC more than him, that person failed. Nigerians, we need to raise our voice and begin the push for electoral reform. We can do it by holding them accountable. Thank you, Mr. Nigerian. I'm sorry for taking more time.
Thank you, Mr. Alabo. Thanks for your submission. Thanks for always talking about electoral reform. How that can be possible under Tinubu's regime, I don't know, but let's continue to speak it. Thank you. Everyone on the panel are giving their submission. We are preparing now to end the show, but we still need to have our final, which is 2 minutes. I'll just move straight to Black Panther. Black Panther, please, your 2 minutes starts now, sir.
Let somebody else go. I'll go after that person.
All right. Abdul Malik, are you with us? 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, good evening once again, Mr. Davis.
Thank you.
I heard what somebody said the first time. You say how can you say something is beyond president in the country? How? There is nothing beyond president if really president is somebody who have integrity. That is, he can decide on his own. How can just because you cannot control how? President is the number one mind in the country. How there is nothing beyond the president in the country unless the president don't have say on himself. Yeah, president have the power to do anything, to control anything in the country. Quite I heard last time. There's some president don't have power to control insecurity in the northern part. How? I don't really understand. That is the reason why we are here where we are today. Because sometimes we believe that there is nothing can change. It's you and me can change it. It's not any other person. If you don't vote 2027, how are you going to change the narrative? When you vote, you make sure your vote is counted. Yeah, they will not manipulate your vote. Make sure no matter the way they bring it, you follow them that way. That is how you will get it right. Yeah, it's not because the way they do 2023, when they try to manipulate and give a wrong judgment, just because the citizens are sleeping. You vote, you make sure your vote is counted.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harris.
Thank you, sir, for putting your voice to this broadcast today. I appreciate you. Mr. Oduwa, please, 2 minutes, sir.
Elvis, can I respond to him a bit?
No, you will respond with your 2 minutes, sir. You will respond with your 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. My brother, you said, I think, Prince Collis, you said you did not agree when I talk, but later you come and agree. So you said that the court still make money from it. That means you agree on what I said earlier, because the court is the main problem. The court has the power to say, INEC, go and rerun election. If INEC rerun election 2 times, they will not try nonsense again. So the reason INEC are not rerunning election, the reason they are not refunding the electoral this thing, it is because court is not giving the right order. It's because if court give the right order, those things are, then the court will not be making money from that place. So court is the one using the election to do business. So that is why. My people, Senator Natasha, thank you very much for all you have been doing and your information. For those who will say, bring out your information. You see that when he was asked in this thing, he said, don't forget, I'm a lawyer. I cannot say anything that I did not have evidence. So if there's no evidence, he cannot bring it out before you. But if you want evidence, let the case go to court. Then he will not present the evidence in the court. That's all. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Mr. Dowa, thank you, sir. Don't mind them. They say make you carry evidence, maybe bring out come Q1 market. You know, and bring out the evidence, bring out evidence, bring out your evidence. Talking
make sure that I said that crayfish.
Don't mind them. Yeah, let her bring out evidence. Now, make carry your evidence, go social media, right? A whole senator accused the number 3 man in the country. What they're supposed to do is to put in place a proper investigative team that will call in Natasha to defend our statements. Nobody is doing that. You say make you carry our evidence come and kill our market. Yeah, people. Some people go to school. They went to school. The common sense they don't have. Anyway, I'd like us to move on.
No mind them.
No matter.
I beg, give us a mandate if you are there, please. 2 minutes, sir. Okay, give us a mandate. You are not there. I'd like us to move on to the next person. Black Panther, if you are free now, your 2 minutes. Thank you. Black Panther, you are not there. Oga Prince, please, 2 minutes.
I'm here. I'm struggling with this.
Not the unmute.
No, now the system now. You said it to the fast. I want to thank you.
Okay, Black Panther, go ahead, Black Panther.
Yeah, I want to.
I'm answering for what you talk about. I just want to very relaxed.
No, answer me. I know you answered before. I want to thank everybody, and I want to say here that we like what Prince was talking about. The whole thing boils down to the issue. We don't have a country yet. We need to sink that into our mindset so that we know where how to pull off the plug. Your INEC, you don't have an INEC. Your INEC is in the hands of the president, and he dictates who is going to be an INEC president. And if you look at judiciary, the judiciary is also being an independent arm of government that will also present its budget as the federal government is presenting its own budget. But what do we have? You have a unity system whereby the federal government presents the budget of the judiciary and allocate money now to the judiciary. So how are we going to stifle the neck of judiciary? Is it not the same by reducing the allocation to make them impoverished? When you make them impoverished, then you can hold them and tell them, do this, you do this to me. Give me, I give me. Rub my back, I rub your back. That is what is going on. Paddy for government. Fela said the paddy man for government. That is what is happening. We don't have democracy. And democracy is a fraud. Now, you people might say, oh, the freedom of, you have freedom of speech. All that type of government, if you can set up a government that will galvanize all this freedom of speech into it. But if the system will be different. So I want to say to every Nigerian and every one of us, we should know that we don't have democracy, and democracy to Africa is a scam. Thank you, Nigeria. May God bless Nigeria. May God bless every one of us. Let's keep on speaking the truth and stand tight by the side of Natasha. She's a woman and she's a leader we can follow. Thank you very much.
And if she contests for Kogi State governor, she go win, certainly.
Life and direct.
Enemy has succeeded in pushing her to our glory. You see, so sometimes things happen like this for your betterment, or rather for your better. So let me move on to Mr. Jonathan. If you're there, sir, your 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Elvis, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I greet you once again. You see, for lack of time, I will quickly, Mr. Black Panther. I really wanted to shelve this issue of party and political party and politics, but you just.
I tell you, say I go confuse you. I go confuse you today.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, you said democracy is a fraud. That means that's contradiction to what you say. There is no democracy in Nigeria. Democracy is a fraud. That is it. If democracy is a fraud, if you agree that democracy is a fraud, however, You have to work, you must agree, and then you are also agreeing that political parties and candidates are what we have to look for in Nigeria. Then you are participating in that fraud. You are an enabler of that fraud. Because in Nigeria, you can never have a quality political party with a quality candidate. It's not happening in Nigeria. We don't have it. We are deceived in 2023, thinking that both Labour Party, Peter Obi, quality, Labour Party, quality. But lo and behold, we all find out that Labour Party is fraud. The leadership now, the political party is fraud. You can't have, if you say you want to have both of them, yes, I agree with you. But to say, you know what, even if the candidate is good, but the political party is bad, just go for that political party. Then you are supporting that that fraud democracy. You are supporting it. You are enabling it. It has to be both. There's no either or here. If the political party is bad and the candidate is good, forget it. I just said in my earlier submission, I said that if a leader is not part of a corruption, you have solved corruption 80% or 70% already. But if a leader gets his hand into corruption, even if he's in Nigeria, even if you go and bring all the Holy Spirit in heaven come, you cannot stop fraud one bit. You will deepen corruption. So it can't work.
Oga Jonathan,
yes.
10 seconds from your time.
Yeah.
You see, what I put a platform whereby if anybody that is very smart, we explain it to the people. What you said now is where I wanted to land, that you must take both things into consideration. That is why I said something about education. It's a foundation, then all other things will follow suit. So what you said, I concur with it. You have to take the party and the personality. And how do we judge the personality? You don't have to take only the academic, because that's just a foundation. Yeah, how has it built his foundation? That is the next thing.
Okay, you think now that going forward, Peter Obi now will now just come out now. I don't know whatever game plan that he has. I just don't know, and I'm not going to preempt him. I don't even want to do that. Mr. Elvis, please, just 1 minute, please. I plead, please. See, I don't even want to preempt him. He has to come and speak for himself. If he's still going to stay in Labour Party, as they say, it is dead on arrival. Labour Party is crooked. Peter Obi is good. And then we're expecting quality. It's not going to work. And finally, let me say this. Any politician in Nigeria that takes election to court, that goes to the tribunal, especially when it comes to governorship and presidential election, is a crook. Take it. Is a crook. At the minimum, is the most naive person. That's just it. Is the most naive person. You cannot, as it stands, Mr. Odua, thank you very much. You cannot stop amazing me every day with the kind of wisdom that you bring to this platform. All the judges, they are part of it. The only way is you starve them. As in, don't feed them. If you are taking, they are waiting. They are waiting. They know that you will come. And that is the time they want to eat their own part of the cake. Don't take, if you are not crooked yourself, don't take it to them. When there is no food for them, election must be fought through electoral process, a quality electoral reform. That is where the fight starts and finishes. Forget about the court. The judges are waiting because that is where their food is. They know you will bring their own food for them. Don't take it, starve them. Let them go hungry. Let them do their work and not to be waiting for election cases where they will feed them. They feed them to brim. Some of them are well fed now. They don't even know what to do with money again. Don't take it to them. So if you take it to them, you are part of the fraud. At the minimum, I can say you are the most naive person. If not, you are a crook if you take any election case to court in Nigeria going forward. Anybody that takes election case to that is why, see, people like Dino Melai, he knows the system. That's why he didn't go to court. He didn't want to waste his money. He knew he didn't want to, because if you want to pay those the lawyers and the judges, they are just waiting to eat their own cake. Don't do that again. We're not stupid in Nigeria. Any case that goes to court in Nigeria, as Nigeria stands right now, just know, ab initio, that they are crooks, they are criminals. So, thank you. Better still, fight for electoral reform. Fight your fight on the day of election. Fight to finish. Fight it there and then. Don't look to the court.
All right.
Thanks. I really
Thank you,
appreciate
Mr. Jonathan. You don't put the jar now for jar 5. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Anyway, let's move on.
Elvis, you funny.
You know, say when Mr. Jonathan don't charge like this, you know, say BS he gets. You know, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Let me go to Oga Priscolis. Oga Priscolis,
thank you very much. No.
Okay,
Nah, you want? Okay. So, you want face now, because the other dog, you be like, say, Oga Jonathan don't use my time, so you go to this, I don't talk. So,
okay, because they don't use that, just use 30 seconds more to round up. I bet 30 seconds.
God bless you. Give me my 2 minutes. So, it's the issue, just as we've all said. But for me, if you say that they shouldn't go to court, that's to say the judiciary has failed woefully. Then what it means is that there shouldn't be election at all. If people, when people, you know, compromise your effort, you need to go to court. That's why the court is the last hope of the common man. So if it is not there, there's no need for election. That's why you see that most time me and my brother Black Panther, we always agitate the fact that there should be no election anymore. We should be talking about either amendment of the judicial system, the electoral system, or no election. That should be the fight that we should be fighting right now. Because for me, there's no way you would manipulate it, because the issue is the politicians, because they know that they've already hijacked the judiciary. So in whichever way they are going to run it for you, defeat, they run it. That is why you will see that election results are called, and a candidate is given a return certificate without a coalition. So most results have been announced before coalition. So that is the essence of it. If results are being announced before coalition, that's to tell you that they can't do anything. That's the worst that can happen. So if at the end of the day there's no judiciary there, there's no need for people to go to election. They just forget about it because it's useless. For me, for Peter Obi to be talking about 2027, I think he's just trying to be relevant, because it's not going to, nothing is going to happen on this very, very system that we have on ground. If he's not careful, in 2027, we might not even get 20,000 votes, because they are going to make sure they frustrate his efforts. In fact, I don't know. Let me not say what I don't know now. For him to begin to think of going back to 2027 to contest is worse than somebody thinking of committing suicide. Honestly, I tell you the truth, because they are going to make sure they frustrate him to the last, no matter what he's going to do, except everyone that is being aggrieved in this present the administration will just go and form one party. All of them will come together as one entity, one body, and fight against this government. If not, say you have Labour, you have PDP, you have SDP, you have this, they are all wasting time. They should go together and fight this power. That's the only thing that will happen. And fighting this power has to be them penetrating both the judiciary, the legislature, and everywhere to make sure that they fight against them. Because the judiciary, the electoral system is gone. So right now, the executive and the legislature, they are together. It's as if they are one body. So you cannot differentiate between them. They are rubber stamp. The senators are rubber stamp. The members of House of Reps, they are rubber stamp. So nothing is going to happen. So let us think of nothing happening in 2027, because they are still going to do it exactly what they've done. Just what when they go to court, they give it to the person that have won. Look at what has happened in Edo. So, Mr. Jonathan, I understand what we're trying to say when you say that people should not go to court or say anything. Okay, imagine how many witnesses are you going to bring? Just like as my brother give us our mandate has said, there is no amount of witness you will bring in this kind of dispensation that we have, that the court will say you are right. They will tell you that everything you have brought is invalid. They will bring the law and quote it for you and tell you to go. Look at how many evidence you wanted to bring. So, okay, and then let me tell you something. In the first place, why do we need to bring evidence if they respect the document that are being signed by the party agents and the coalition officer?
Go to court when you know that your evidence will be trashed.
That is exactly what I'm saying. So instead of saying not to go to court, there should be no election. They should talk about amendments, or we should already be like that. It's of no use. It's not going to work because the system has been adjusted. Everything has been dealt with seriously right now. Thank you, Mr. Najawas. I appreciate everyone. Thank you all.
All right, God press call is be like say if not because I quit hold you. If you don't go the set part 5 where Mr. Jonathan entered just now. I make me there. So
thank you, Mr. Levy. Thank you very much.
This morning I've been walking, being on air, be on traffic, be here. So I beg. When I do when Nigeria matter.
Mr. Levy, I beg, try. Maybe you call us. I beg. Where you call this at? Maybe you call relax. I beg. You don't reach. You don't try.
How you take reach out safe? Some people there for there 24 hours. How you take reach out?
You said what?
I said, how you take reach out? You use the helicopter?
You know, easy. If you see traffic everywhere, they block everywhere. I was rushing, you know, but thank God,
you need rest. You know, Tinubu no even do 2%. He don't rush go Paris now for 2 weeks.
I also go
more than not first. So this question, where Wike
Abuja, you know, see for Abuja saying no collapse.
And I mean, they ask where. I'm not talking collapse. I just ask where in there now because they know they're not flying go abroad.
In the Abuja, the commission project. Now you know, see him.
Now do well. Oga Alabo, your 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Elvis. I get some things where I want just really talk about. One, this issue of election, what would they talk about? Which is something I've spoken about long time ago, which I'm talking about electoral reform. I've said this thing, that our Nigeria election is designed in 3 phases to settle people. One, you will settle INEC. During the election, they will write the result for you. Then after they write the result for you, they will leave a loophole that will make somebody they cheat. We want to go to court to go and give because the lawyer, they are standing waiting. They know that they are not going to win that case. They will just carry to get their own money. That is where you see them becoming, you see this son, they become so rich. You ask yourself, how much are they paying them for the case? They become billionaires, buying houses everywhere because of this corruption. So you will go to court and settle the judges because it's through the lawyer. They settle judges. This lawyer will tell you, this son will tell you, I know the judge. So out of the 5 panel, if you have managed to buy 3 out of that is how they win their cases. So Aso Ighodalo thought because it's in the system, he knows a lot of way. So he thinks it's that same system he used to know in Nigeria. He doesn't know that there is nothing will go against APC as far as Nigeria is under Tinubu. There is no case that APC will lose in court. That is, everyone should know. Like Jonathan is saying, going to court is not necessary. For sure, don't waste your time going to court. But these people still believe because they know the system, they think they can. Somebody who is going to court is not going to court because he has the evidence. He's going to court because they believe they can manipulate the judges more than their opponent. So that is the area they are going to court. That is why you see Aso Ighodalo. He knows how much he will spend. If he come to tell you how much he has spent, he will not tell us that he did not bribe any judge. He paid his own. He has his own judge who have put a judgment in favor of him. Everybody, all of the judges in that tribunal, I don't think all of them read against him. He must have won one, paid that one highest, more than. So that is how it operates generally for the system. And it's a very bad one for our country. As it is today, it is over when we are talking about having a democracy in Nigeria. These people, they have destroyed rule of law in Nigeria. It's no longer working in our country. We must stand up. If we say we want to fold our arms and watch these people,
all right,
the way they carry this country, they go, then they carry and go where we don't know. Mr. Elvis, you there Nigeria, help us, whatever it will take for us to mobilize to take our country back from these people. Let us do it now before it is too late.
All right, thank you very
everyone.
much, Mr. Alabo. Thank you, sir. Thanks for your submission, your time with us today. We're already doing our part. Yeah, what we can do is what we're doing right now. Thank you so much, everyone, for your coming to the panel today. Mr. Jonathan, give us a Made, Mr. Dopa, Abdul Malik, Mr. Black Panther, Oga Prince Collins, Oga Alabo, Madarita. God bless you all, my people. I appreciate you all for your time. Thanks for those of you that called into the show today. Mr. Simon, Mr. Larry, thank you so much for calling in. And those of you that supported the channel, I want to say I'm grateful. Once more, Seven Girl met the Olabipe Soyemi, Madabella Naomi, Olumide Akiwomi, Julius Anthony Agbongile. Thank you very much, my wonderful people, and the people right there on the comment section. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all that you do. Thank you very much for everything. I appreciate you, Abo Azi. Thanks for all that you do. God bless you. Thank you very much, Ajil Deborah, Blessed Lady, Beckmark. Thank you, Info. I can see you all right there. Thank you, my people. Lady B, thank you, my wonderful people, and God bless you now. Please join us again tomorrow, fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's talk about what is affecting you and I. Let's put our head together. Let's come together to speak in one voice. That's the only way we can have a better Nigeria. But at the moment, we are divided. Thank you very much, Michael Ganamaro. Thank you, Peggy Modi. God bless you all, my people. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Stand for what is right at all times, regardless of whatever, regardless of whoever that want to stand with you, regardless of whoever that want to call you a good friend. Stand for what is right. If you lose everybody by standing for what is right, so be it. Just stand for what is right. My people, I hear we draw the curtain. Good night and bye for now.
Wagawe bien seo, oboka mina tiwadio. Evane no yeveo, evani maso gege aetina. Evani maru tefi gwawa, odaga wo, amwe feri uwa. Ena keke no gato bago, osa negenera me. Ena keke nagari ushina. Dano yebe ea jebena Osagu metolagbo Iwe fu ibye tetete Iya kwero ya uge Iye na miukata mamoni de Imye bakome Osenina Kukwe sheba Amye bina maemye Neregi kukwe Krisati no guven O piano meio negirigo nova Ono negirego Igu sebu emujuwa Akona na do vefe Iba con a vesefe agi Uno atia ya de na bon Akona na ito egbe Ite veni pia Ite veni ku Waga we bien seo, no boka mina tiwadio. Oh, osagu me ware, ni mio matien. No ma mio matien, agite odio. Oh, osagu me ware, ni mio matien. No ma mio matien, oh, agite odio. Oh, Iteveni kuya, kevi teveni ko. Wae yalare o, waki madosi ona. Owe kyo amega mwe o, weno yo hana. Iluwe managi we biojo, agi sete yunuke katona. Eo, ebina uyo hao, eo haya ba obanagi. Uda abagba ebe agijebe ibiedume. Ama fanoko agi emi noruwe amana gilawa agi zede na boye o piano meigo egi jigo baka eya ubo aye ono na anu sake agon o sagobe yo ti o me gbigo kumeri yo ti o me bomo o sanu kumeri yo ti o be buto me na ti o ti o sagobe wa ni mi o ba ti e be gbigo be bomo no ma mi o ba ti e be buto me agi ti o jo o sagobe wa be gbigo ni mi o ba ti e be bomo no ma mi o ba ti e be buto me agi ti o jo